What up, Chucky up here? We're here at Parlor. We're here making new March Madness items. Come tap in with the headburn heat. You know it's fire.
Javon Hadley here, U of L men's basketball player. Down here at the Parlor. Super excited to drop some new items for March Madness. Come check them out down here at the Parlor. These right here, the caramel apple bombs, new March Madness item. Before, after the games, whenever you feeling it, come check them out.
Got the hot honey turkey, best sandwich in the business.
Come out to Parlor during March Madness and order our items.
Our percentage goes to 502 Circle, and we appreciate you guys' support. Go Cards.
The headburn heat.
Yo,
Dig it, fellas.
What's good? How you guys doing? You good? Good? You guys have a tournament or something? Y'all play the Young Seven? Really? Ooh. We love a good W.
What's up guys, Spencer Legg. Today was our biggest event. We hosted 4 families with kids with type 1 diabetes, and I was diagnosed at age 11, and of course it was hard and there was up and downs, but I never let it stop me. So that's the message I want to spread. Every kid that we hosted was able to get the full game day experience, and of course they were out on the court at halftime.
Finals of the ACC champion, or in the ACC tournament, and as I mentioned, this show tonight, fellas, like we were rolling deep.
That's right.
We have certainly elevated from me taking my shirt off last night, which is still not out of the question tonight.
Nipples may appear.
Nipples may appear, and they may stay on camera longer tonight. But Thankful for the folks at Studio 4 because we've got a lot of space, so we've added some folks, as you can see here. But Jacob Lane, Preston Meyer, State of Louisville, Starting 502 podcast. But we've got a great cast tonight. Perrin Johnson, former Louisville basketball player in the house. Alan Thomas, our favorite Twitter, what are we going to call him? Our instigator, I think is the right phrase. Our favorite Twitter instigator, Alan Thomas. Mario Uridia is in the house. How about that? Louisville football legend. Joined by Vincent Lococo, another Louisville football legend. How about that? Let's go! No, Mario, gracious to join us tonight as we get started here. In the back, we got Tanner Provost of Provost Visual as well. Shout out to Tanner. You've seen him doing the videos with Floyd Street Media. My man Corey right there in the back as well. Megan. Shout out to Megan. Let's Presley come. She's got a leash that's attached to the back of the couch for him. But we are live and we are locked and loaded tonight on this game, and we are not started off in a great point. Here we go. All right, we're off and loaded.
Wake up.
We're going.
Wake up, yeah, let's go.
Keys to the game. What do we think, guys?
Look, right now for me it's paint touches. When you how many times can they get to that paint? We're gonna shoot the three regardless because we've always been that team.
And right off of that, the offensive rebounding key as well. Louisville's not been offensive rebounding the way they had at points in this season. Need Scott and Lockerman to step up.
This young man is really playing his tail off the last two games right here with Clemson. Got to contain him.
boy.
Chase Hunter, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been playing his tail off.
Yeah. Without his brother tonight, worth noting, Clemson, big injury concern for them. Dylan Hunter, who has started in, I believe it's 7 of the last 8 games and has really come on as one of their best wing defenders, broke his hand in the first 10 minutes of the game yesterday. There you go. Right off of that, Jaden Zachary.
It's some easy buckets.
It's going to be a tough matchup tonight between Zachary and Hepburn. Those two guys are going to be at each other's throats all night. Two of the, obviously, Chucky, ACC Defender of the Year, right? But Defensive Player of the Year.
But you got to like that for his first shot. Kevin Durant always talks about he tries to make his first shot as the easiest shot. So I'm already excited where he's at right now.
Is there a shot that Kevin Durant misses, though? I saw him play a couple weeks ago, man, and I'm not sure that he's ever missed a shot in his life.
Job, Noah.
There you go.
Noah. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's
Shefflin, man. Should be playing center for Clemson football, not playing basketball.
Oh, great
no
defense.
foul.
Uh-oh.
No.
He's down.
Oh,
A couple
no.
people down.
Yeah, I
That
guess
was
so.
was Shefflin.
Shefflin.
Don't see him from there. He's
Shefflin is the most aggressive player I've seen in person this year. He is incredibly aggressive.
He's bending over.
Yeah, he's
pretty banged up though.
elbow. Man. He's got my body type. I can appreciate it. Low belly to him, I can appreciate
He's so
that.
much taller than you.
Yeah, a lot taller than me.
Watch his right elbow. I think he slams it into the ground right on this play. Yeah.
Ooh, both of them.
Left elbow. Left
Leg
elbow.
sweeping. Javon's still holding his.
Yeah.
Oh.
Neither went
I
out.
thought that might have been a walk there from Chuck, but great pass
Oh,
from
man.
James Scott.
Yeah, James Scott to know it.
I like that possession.
Thanks for throwing your L's up.
Oh, we got to continue that tonight on the free throws.
Wow.
That's
Man.
that's the matchup right there.
What is it that makes Ian Shefflin so good? Like, you see this guy come off the bus and you're like, all right, it's a walk-on.
I
Got
mean,
good touch.
Yeah, he's one of the best players in the ACC.
he's physical.
He's got great feet as well, man. To be that big, that's tough to guard.
Yeah.
Is it the bright shoes, you think, with the feet work?
Shorts are short too.
Yeah. And he's got a headband on, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he looks like he's straight out of
He's
semi-pro.
just mean.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Plays for the Flint Tropics.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta. We saw this last night with Louisville,
Another slow start.
not defending well inside. And Clemson, Brad Brownell mentioned this a lot in his post-game press conference that Clemson really struggled to get started against SMU as well. So this is really
Let's
both
go.
teams, man. Like, you got to get going here. What do you, Perrin? What do you? I haven't talked to you this season. What do you think
I'm
of
gonna check with you.
the coaching staff and what they've done so far?
I mean,
this
they've
year?
been tremendous. They've been great with us as former guys. I've tried my best to really connect them with. That's a tough shot.
That's
you
a
just
tough
said.
shot, man.
They are locked in today. We're gonna really bring
Lock
it to
in.
Lock
Lock-in's locked in.
Just trying to connect them with anybody I know from a relationship standpoint that can help them.
Yeah.
And just be around the program, be supportive. The guys are great. It's kind of weird being the old guy now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that's the reality.
You're
of the
unk
situation.
now, man.
Yeah, I'm on.
You're unk
I'm at the
now.
barbecue, like dancing or playing spades in the corner, right? That's just what it is. That's just what it is.
Oh man, that's great.
But you're still young enough to tell them to Google you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which seems weird in itself, you know, like to say that, but that's the reality of it.
You have a
That's your
Wikipedia
resume.
page?
You know, I don't even know if I do. I don't think.
Mario,
I
you got a Wikipedia page?
I'm sure someone created.
Yeah.
I think you got a Wikipedia page. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
think
we
so.
Google you.
Yeah, that's the
gonna
first.
come up
That's the
first.
first thing that's coming up.
I'd be nervous.
They already pulled Hadley out.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Hadley out, Traore in, first sub off the bench for Louisville.
Ooh.
That's a
Ooh,
tough.
strong take.
Yeah,
They
it's
are
strong
really
take.
letting you play the team.
I mean, not a single foul call yet.
Yeah, this is unexpected, honestly.
Mm.
Got Traore on him now.
Yeah, he's doing his best, man.
It's fine.
Trying to wear him out.
I mean, he's just all he's an animal now.
Yeah,
He's
man.
physical.
There we go. There's a foul
Get some
call.
fouls on him.
All right,
You got to
so we
get him
go.
off the floor.
And Frank's already checking in.
Yeah, that was a quick 6 minutes right there.
Yeah.
Real quick around the horn. Initial thoughts. First 6 minutes.
Well, I was gonna say that's
First 5 minutes.
I don't know how you tell time, but
Sorry, first 5 minutes. That was a minute ahead.
I don't like the transition buckets they've been able to get. I think they've been scoring too many easy buckets. You know, you can't have straight line drives. They had a couple of those. The Smith kid is ready to play, and you know sometimes when you're playing in a rhythm and you're doing what Clemson is doing right now, they're kind of on a roll right now. We got to disrupt their chemistry up there, and that, right now we got to get them out of sync.
Press.
yeah, I mean, ditto. Like,
Analysis.
Farron took all my analysis there,
Yeah.
but I mean, obviously, I think the number one thing is with Shefflin and lock-in down low, you have to find a way to combat that. Last time it was Javon Hadley. Hadley might be a little banged up now.
Yeah.
Might have a little, but everybody's hurt in March, right? So,
Right.
Alan?
Yeah, I think it's a physical start. I like that. Probably Pat Kelsey recognized that out the gate. I saw him switch Traore down on Shefflin, and he did a great job on that last possession. So I think more of that. If they're not going to call it, I don't know if that plays more into us or Clemson, but that's the guy that you want to body on Shefflin. It's Traore.
Yeah, you can tell the game plan is to get the ball to the big, shuffling. But I like our chances, especially with last night's game and how we defended Reynald. Got him in quick foul trouble. We're gonna be in for a long night, with the bigs.
Yeah, it's certainly a physical style of basketball. It's really dialed up. It feels like the last couple of weeks in the ACC. Peanut Gallery, how are we feeling back there? We doing good?
Chase Hunter's already got 4. He's the guy who can put up 20 real quick.
Okay.
We just look sloppy in the half court.
Yeah.
Like multiple turnovers, you got to button that up.
Yeah.
Double ditto.
More fouls. I need more fouls. More
I'm
fouls.
loving the aggression over here.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a fun 24 hours of basketball. It feels good to have meaningful March basketball back in the build. As I mentioned, we're at Studio 4, which, if you know anything about Presley, I mentioned this last night on the stream, and for Mario and Parent, you guys are just getting to know Presley a little bit. If you give Presley 5 minutes, he'll tell you he played college golf. I don't know how many of you all talked to him before we got started over here.
Yeah.
Presley loves to remind folks that he was a golfer.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, he didn't bring it up one time.
Not one time? Yeah, he just didn't talk to you long enough.
Was it golf his fault?
Yeah.
I heard it in the background.
That's only because Jacob had to tell his joke to everybody. So.
I thought I had it.
I actually thought it was a basketball.
Amazing, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you because it's like batting practice over there on the other simulator.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Presley's just back in the lab like it's old
When I was
times.
a little kid, they called me the range rat.
Yeah.
Because I go steal everybody's range balls and just hit them.
Oh my gosh, man.
When I get in the gym, I have to do the same thing. I gotta go shoot a couple.
Yeah,
shots.
you got
touch
to.
the ball.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, what I was getting at is here at Studio 4, we're sitting in 2 beautiful golf simulator bays, and we've got a camera that is on the other side of the basketball watching bay here, and we're going to get some golf in with Presley and some of the guys and gals. I don't know, Megan might golf. I don't know, at some point maybe. We'll see. But we're back here. We're live, back in action with Louisville basketball. Here we go.
Need Terrence Edwards to get started.
Backdoor. We're missing that.
Yeah.
We got Hadley back in, which is a great sign.
Got to switch.
There it is. Controlled chaos.
If they're
16 less.
If they're going to continue to switch on that play with the big on him, he has to take advantage of that every time.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's so good at being able to attack.
Yeah, it's different. There you go. It's different.
Slower.
Aaron, what kind of we got any parlays or anything tonight?
I took a lot of L's early, no pun intended. But hopefully they're all out the way so we don't have to deal with one tonight. So that's where I'm at right now.
So I know Corey's got
Yeah, I was about to say.
a plus 7,000 parlay riding on Terrence Edwards scoring 20 points.
Yeah.
So
16 left.
No.
have you been offered a cash out yet?
I don't cash out.
Oh.
Is that what does it look like right now? I would love to know.
After you said I don't cash out, Terrence Edwards just rimmed out a three that should have definitely gone in.
I trust my guys.
Travel.
There you go.
I'm with you, Corey, man. I have faith tonight that we're going to get to celebrate your plus 7,000 bet as a group.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, man.
That's gonna be the game right there.
Yeah.
He only had 5 points last night. He's looking to get off tonight. So he's probably gonna be a guy that's gonna try to do something.
And that was Frank just getting lost a little bit.
Yeah. Man.
I think Kadir switched and Frank did
Go
not.
right at him. Got most physical
Look at it. You got Terrence right here on the mismatch. Oof. That's you kind of. I think you set up for that one right there.
It is open down there.
All right, Traore, love to take it with the left hand, man. I am here for that.
And now you gotta really love that play because right there they gotta take him off the court if he can't guard him.
Right.
And that's something we need right now. Make him guard so it takes away his energy on offense.
I would be, if I was Louisville and Pat Kelsey, I would be putting Ian Shefflin in ball screens all night long. He's not got any form of lateral quickness, but that's what he'll do right there. That is why he is one of the best bigs in the ACC. Fourth in the ACC in offensive.
There we
rebound.
go. No foul?
Foul. They're not calling it again.
No,
Letting them play.
Rule number one: you never double clutch.
Oh, man, there you go. There's
Gotta have
Shefflin.
one.
6 points in the first 8 minutes of this game, just about. And you said he had what? 5 last
He
night?
had 5 last night, but every game before that, the last 4 games before that, he scored in double figures.
Yeah, I mean, he's been one of the best bigs in the ACC all year long. It's the reason why Clemson is as good as they are.
And
Press, is it time to hop over to the simulator real quick?
Yeah, I want to see Mario get on there.
Okay, there we go. All right, Mario.
You brought the clubs, baby.
Yeah, Mario brought the clubs. Mario's brought the clubs. Vince brought
Mario's
the clubs.
7-iron is taller than it goes up to my shoulder.
All right, well, we'll get Mario set up over there, and we've got a great production
It looks
team.
like a two-handed one.
Oh yeah. Who used to use a Jasper part of it or something like that?
This probably looks like that too, as tall as you are.
Nah, I used to golf all the time. Now I'm just trash.
No.
That's right.
You
All
can't
right,
come in
here
here
we
saying
go.
I grew up.
We'll get the longest drive competition going. Let's go over. You got the. You guys got that
Line on the golf.
We got Mario on the golf course. We'll get back going
I
here.
was like 14. So had a Gatorade or some fruit punch.
You got to go over to Europe for a few years. That
Man,
was the
right?
key.
That's how it goes.
Jacob, I need to know who instigated that
Instigated
last
what?
night? The shirt off. Who was it?
So
Somebody was in the background. I could see.
yeah, no, it was you
Well, it was
know.
definitely producer Neil a little bit, right?
Somebody was
Like,
egging it on. I wanted to know. Okay.
There we go. There we go. We
Love
got
it
our
off the
first
tee.
tonight
Nice
off the tee. Beautiful, a lot better than what I would do.
I can't see where the ball is going, right?
You know,
Just the swing, right?
just the swing.
Right down the middle.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, man.
They've called one foul in what, almost 8 minutes?
8 minutes, yeah. Have we shot? Has there been a?
So you got to grab a jersey, or you got to, you know what I mean? Match
So,
the.
yeah, I was going to say.
They're not calling.
I agree, Alan.
Shefflin looking for a foul right there. There we go. All right, Mario, get the good juju going here for the boys. Got good drives on both sides of the court. There we go. All right.
Got to make them respect that.
Yeah,
This is going to be a grind out game.
Yes,
it really is, man.
I mean,
It's
the
going to
last-
be a true March
Yeah, it
tournament
is.
basketball game.
The last time we saw, Louisville face Clemson, it felt like a blowout at times, right?
Yeah.
It ended up getting close towards the end, but that game was kind of stressful, right? Like just the style of play, very much like a half court, back and forth type of game.
Coach Pitino used to always talk about it, and he used to always say, this time of the year, in the regular season, you can take a possession off.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn the ball over, you can throw it away, but every shot has to be a quality shot,
Right.
and every turnover matters. So
Yeah,
it's all about attention to detail. And the other thing about that is when you're an assistant coach, head coach, whatever, you have literally 12 hours to scout.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who you're going to play. So now the guys that just like Duke, for example, they're in the arena in their pullover tops or suits or whatever the hell they wore today.
Right.
They are there watching this game because they're trying to pick apart what they can take away from this game right now.
Right.
That's just truly a fascinating thing right now because you literally have to break it down on the fly and decide if you're going to trap a pick and roll, you're going to hedge a pick and roll, or you're going to go under on a pick and roll. And we're going to see a lot of that tonight, so we'll see what happens as the game goes on.
Kind of a chess match, right? Like the first 8 minutes of this game were more of like a feeling out sort of process, right? And then this is where you start to see coaches start making adjustments.
Yeah.
Well, and basketball is a game of adjustments every day. Football's the same way, but it's such a longer game. And but it's really fascinating how much they're going to be able to change this on the fly because with Cooper Flagg not being able to play in the ACC title game, I feel like we can increase our chances of having a higher seed if we can get this done tonight and then do our work tomorroor if we get there first.
So we say he is playing or he's not playing?
He's more
John
than likely
Shire,
won't.
Shire said that this tournament, quote unquote, loosely
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He said that yesterday. So that's not only just for the national title, but it's for Cooper Flagg's entire career.
Right.
He's looking out for.
Doesn't sound like the ACC coach
Which
of the year,
sucks
right?
though. Yeah, which sucks because
Sounds like second place. To me.
that's disappointing. Especially you're the commissioner. That's disappointing to hear him say that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because then it comes down to if it doesn't matter, and that's from the number one guy in the league, then why do we play the game?
Yep.
So like, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, like you can't discredit something that you're a part of like that, in my opinion.
I think it's just something he said, but
That's why I didn't win
it
Coach
made
of the Year.
sense.
Right. Exactly. That's
exactly what you
second place mentality if I've ever heard it. But it's also, I mean, Cal said the same thing a couple days ago at Arkansas, right? I mean, I get the point because in the tournament we see a lot of the times, particularly with the conference championships that are on Sunday, that doesn't impact seeding. So Cal is scoring because out of all those years where Kentucky would go to the finals, to the semifinals, and then their seeding didn't change, right? So there is like built-in kind of history there, but at the same time, I'm with you all. It's loser mentality. Like you're disqualifying it in case you lose.
Right. Go win the game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, it's almost hard not to follow the money these days.
Sure.
So I mean, what value is it, or what benefits do you get for winning a conference tournament
Right.
versus NCAA tournament?
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And to your point, Mario, you see so many kids now protecting their value on the football side. Of the
Right.
game.
So
So
see that right. That's what this reminded me of.
So
Actually.
with Cooper, like, not playing, like, they really want to protect his value. I mean, but we've seen that before where Rick Pitino was at Kentucky when he didn't play Derek Anderson. He could have played in the semifinal, national semifinal as well.
Here we go. Inside, Louisville struggling so
You saw
far.
that one coming, didn't you?
Do we know what the points in the paint difference is? I do not have stat broadcast pulled up tonight, surprisingly. I know Presley I did bring my laptop, but last night they gave me a hard time because they could see the score on my laptop while I wasn't looking at it. They could see it, which was ahead of the game. So there we go. I love it.
Like Shefflin scored that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Shout out to Shefflin for the friendly fire there.
See how the paint's completely open right now.
But there's the mismatch, right? Like, look at how they get Shefflin on Terrence Edwards, and he misses the three.
Every time they do that dribble handoff, we're switching that.
Yeah.
So they're looking to attack the interior. They're probably taking a page out the book from the Stanford game. And I know a lot of fans are probably frustrated with that game, but hell, we played Stanford twice in 6 days.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So the 15-point lead is they made an adjustment. So
Right.
they're looking to probably take it inside because that's what they
There we
saw
go.
as a weakness.
Sure. There we go. And we saw so many alley-oop attempts in the two Stanford games that were right there and didn't go down, right? Like,
Yes.
you love to see them connecting early on that. Positive sign for Louisville.
Best defender in the country right
That's right, man. Should have been ACC Player of the Year. I know Cooper Flagg has done what Cooper Flagg has done, but without Chucky Hepburn, Louisville is not even close to the same team. He is truly the ACC
This guy is
MVP.
everywhere.
Goodness gracious.
He got the air ball.
Yeah. Calling himself out, though. Look at that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm done,
He might
man.
have caught that.
I quit.
What's the first thing you're thinking to stop a guy like that? big body.
Um,
We're a little bit thinner.
Get him off the block.
Yeah.
He can't post up on the block because if I get him off the block, then the guys on the perimeter, their hands come into play. So they can help me out. So while he's trying to make a move, he has to think about them and consider them. Because if he gets near the block or he's in the paint, you can't help. There's no help for anybody that's ever in the paint. You know, so, and then right now, this is a great time to take him out the game because where they're at right now, get him a rest because Louisville's pace is so immaculate that it's going to wear him out. And they're going to keep on throwing bodies because we play a lot of guys. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays as the game goes on as well.
You know, I forgot Teddy was
There you go.
tonight.
Great pass.
What was that, Alan?
No way.
I forgot
Man.
TV Teddy was reffing this game.
Oh, we got TV Teddy appearance.
I just watched him
There you
tell James Scott to stop grabbing onto the jersey of Clemson player. I'm like, brother, you're there.
Teddy's all right, man. I like Teddy.
I like him too, but like, if this game's gonna be physical, you gotta just let it go, bro.
By the way, we have played how many minutes? What? Going on 11?
Yeah.
We have 2 fouls the
That's
whole
what I
game.
mean.
Okay.
This is kind of where Terrence thrives,
Right here, man. Right there. And that's a tough shot, but
Somebody-
draws the foul.
Somebody asked about points in the paint right now.
Yeah.
The points in the paint is 14-all.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Wow.
Okay, so Louisville,
Yeah.
all
points
Louisville
in the
points are in the
paint.
paint. Okay. That is certainly not how this season has gone for this team. They have
Not lately, but
No.
this is something that I was hoping. I mean, not the physicality, but like them leaving it open and Clemson being able
sorry.
to let us, run.
Yeah,
we gotta do this
we
better.
learned this
Okay.
last night, guys. This is going to be a
Okay.
thing. Terrence Edwards last night was 0 for 3 from the free throw line. 3 and 1 attempts, had missed all 3 free throws. Went to the free throw line. We decided, as the student fan base loves to throw the L's out, to
Okay.
try it.
Yeah,
And
we had
made
to throw the L's up.
3 out of 4 after that.
That's the
So,
thing. Yeah.
this is just the way that it's going to go now. And we're 2 for 2. So
feel like
I don't feel
Clemson's not
stupid.
doing that.
I was questioning it in between, but
Yeah,
we come out on the other
We
side.
made it through.
Yeah,
Strong
we
run.
held
We'll
up.
try anything that works.
Okay.
You can pitch it all.
You'll rub some carpet even.
Yep.
Hey,
Good
I
luck,
like
Terry.
turf.
You might rub some carpet, yeah.
Good time to bring
Some
up
turf,
Tanner.
sorry,
Yeah,
yeah, turf.
We had to retire the turf.
I had to retire the turf, okay.
It'll come back next season.
Tanner, tell us about the cup.
Go.
Tell
We
us
got a
about what?
push.
The cup.
The cup.
The
Cup.
The
My God.
Holy Grail, or the Holy Grail, you're.
the flower pot.
I'm not sure if that's on the run of show at this point. I think you're going out of order, Preston.
Oh, man,
okay.
all right, offensive rebound, and
Give it to him. What are you waiting on?
Yeah.
Right.
That ball's got to get rid of that ball quicker. Here we go.
Come on,
On
Terrence.
that.
oh,
goodness.
man,
He's short on
0 for 3, 0 for 4 so far.
Come on. Stay here.
But all the points being in the paint, this offense without Rain Smith is pretty much in its infancy phase.
Right,
We're kind
right.
of finding out as we go
Right.
what this even looks like. So
Right.
You got to give them credit
Yeah.
for being this good so far without him.
Right. Well, and they're trying to. We talked about this last night during the Stanford game. At a minimum, if Rain is out there, the defense has to respect him, right?
Exactly.
And then it's going to free up space for everyone else to operate. There are no 3-point shooters on the floor, maybe outside of Chucky Hepburn, that you said we have to make sure they don't shoot from downtown. Right?
Hey,
There it is. That's the
There's an old man
spin.
bucket right there. I love that.
Stickiest pivot foot in America right there.
That is
This
3 for
I'm telling
9.
you.
He's a bucket.
I thought, with his resume, I thought he would be the guy the catalyst for us at first, but obviously it's Chucky.
Right.
But as the season has gone on, he has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
And had a great scoring prowess down
Yeah,
the
he's
stretch.
carried us a few times.
And
Yeah.
he's figured out how to pick his spots too,
Yeah,
and that's one of the things I really appreciate this team. And
That was, yeah.
Like what you're saying, him hunting and going to the paint, I trust him so much with the ball.
yeah, it's controlled chaos, as Press called it last night. Controlled chaos at all times.
There you go. Come on, Chuck. Great pass.
There we go. Let's go.
Great find.
Yeah.
First three-pointer of the game for Louisville, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure is.
All right.
Jacob double L's on that one.
Double L's on that
It feels
one.
like Clemson should be winning, but we're up.
Right. Exactly.
It's a great sign.
And if we can take advantage of this right now with a Shefflin off the court,
Yes.
that's the key right now with the game.
Exactly. And it was the same thing last night when Reynaud would go off the floor. That's over the back if I've ever seen one. Thank you. Thank you. My goodness. You might as well be his fucking backpack. Excuse me. Be his backpack. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, Dom, my bad.
Too, so I'm better now. Yeah, I'm better now.
I've done 5 of these streams. That's the first time.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be okay tonight. I'm gonna be okay tonight.
Grab the water bottle. You know what?
You know what?
One more. That's right.
You know, I was worried about myself getting excited, but I'm okay now.
All right, we got Preston the Bay, ladies and gentlemen. We know he wants the camera on him.
Everybody's gonna want to watch this.
Yeah. I need to be like Jim Nance and
He got that
Masters.
golfer walk.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He will bring his own gloves to Top Golf.
You know how Michael Jordan and Kobe used to walk? That's how he walked.
Oh, you can hear it from the other bay.
Yes.
Look at that.
It gets right there.
Look, this is, I'm telling you.
Hey, do you play golf?
Y'all are killing me.
No, I'm like, listen, like, I haven't seen anybody hit the ball that straight all night. That was 330 yards of greatness.
Yeah. Look, exactly.
He's mad about it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It should have been 400.
Yeah. He wants to hit that mountain back there.
Does anybody else want to?
No, you're doing great.
There you go. Yeah. It says he's gonna hustle everybody out of their money tonight. He's like, you 5 a hole, 10 a hole.
Hey, can we go to a range and you be my Billy Hoyle?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely.
What's the pop-up place where they go?
I don't know.
But Punch Shack? Whatever it
We
is.
go to Punch Shack.
Oh, yeah, we go anywhere. We can just come right here. We can go anywhere. We're already here.
Well, we should come here to
Yeah.
Studio 4
Yeah.
because if you are
killer
seeing
setup.
this, but it's an insane setup. This is like, not only is this a perfect setup to watch a basketball game because you have a floor-to-ceiling projector right here. I think so. But also you have 2 beautiful bays with TrackMaster technology. TrackMan, sorry.
Yeah.
What is? Tell people what that means. Sorry, TrackMan. Not a golfer over here. I'm learning on the fly.
It's the premier technology for tracking.
Okay. And now let's say
And that's the official one for the
That's their official
PGA
yeah,
tracker.
the official PGA tour.
So Presley is PGA level golfing over here, as you can see. And whether you're a PGA level golfer or you golf like me, which is not at all, and I'm not touching a club, but this
We
place
gotta
is for
get
you.
You hit a few balls.
I missed a few balls. I hit the tee but missed the ball. So that's a level of skill that I've not seen. I've not seen a level of skill like that.
commercial breaks.
How we feeling, everybody? We feeling all right? We're back in the lead, right?
Feel a lot better now. I think they've done a good job attacking, bringing the physicality to Clemson. We still have, what, 1 foul, 2 fouls?
2 fouls the whole game.
Just the
What,
second
2
one
free
was
throws?
fouls.
Yes. I think, man,
How do you
that's.
feel about this court?
I feel like I'm about to have really? It
Could you
sounds
imagine
bad.
playing on that?
Feels like,
Oh, the
like
Big
it sounds
12 court.
bad, but like, you know what's funny? Like getting older, like that stuff bothers me. I feel like I'm low key like trying not to have a seizure as I stare at the Big 12
Yeah.
court.
It should come with a warning every time that they show it on the screen. I'm not kidding you.
I mean that in the nicest way possible. I'm not trying to joke about that.
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
the older I get,
Player
the
that looks bad.
You feel that about football uniforms? Newer football uniforms?
No, not necessarily. Well, I never played in Oregon, so I wouldn't, know how much the uniform was
Good
on
move.
off.
Good get. Oh,
That's a good take, though.
I like looking at my opponent's eyes.
now
You're gonna get the volume without rain.
Sorry, they got Shefflin back in.
Yes, they do.
Good defense by Noah right there, man. Got a hand
That's-
right up in the. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. That's a double dribble.
and here's another thing.
That was like looked like helicopter.
Yeah.
The Clemson coach, I forget his name right now.
Brad right now.
Yes, he's an IU guy at heart.
He's from
So,
Indiana.
Yes.
Bozich today, Rick Bozich said he's the leading candidate for the IU job.
It makes the most sense.
IU people are upset about that, and I'm like, yeah, he's an Indiana person. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but he should have been fired, honestly, at Clemson 3 or 4 years ago. They gave him the time, and he's figured it out. Give
You
him
only
credit.
fire your guy if you can get your guy.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. Who are you going to
You
get
only
better?
fire your
Right?
guy if
Right.
you can get your guy.
Right. You see Will Wade's talking to NC State.
But you know what? Their problem is they don't have enough money.
Man,
And at the
That's
end
a
of the
bad
day,
miss.
in this new environment that we are all in and we are all searching for and watching teams have success or fail,
you don't have to stand over there.
I just really feel like that if your bag's not big enough and you're a coach, why leave?
Yeah.
Well, I agree, but if a school has NIL package, you
go to the
you
big
go
one.
to it. Right now,
Yes.
I will tell you, I have family in coaching. There are coaches that are willing to give up their portions of their salary to give to NIL.
I would.
That is
Who's
happening
Virginia
right
Tech?
now.
What's his name?
Mike Young, yeah.
They said, hey, tell you what, we're going to give you a bigger bag, go get this,
That is
Absolutely.
what wins right now in college basketball is how you can recruit the portal and how you can recruit the.
But for me, if I'm Will Wade he's in control of his own destiny. And with all these jobs opening up, obviously Florida State already hired, Miami already hired.
Right.
But the IU job is obviously a big opening. But I mean, if you're an SEC coach, you might want to get out the fire as well. I mean, this is going to be very interesting to see what this season holds as we go forward.
See, we need a shooter out here right now.
Goodness gracious.
You can't just have.
Great defense,
Oh,
Chuck.
all right. I don't know what that was, but let's go.
Way to erase your mistake.
Oh, almost did it again.
I'm good with you shooting that, bro.
Chucky looks kind of antsy out there.
I was gonna say, I want to see this get a little.
Well, look, I've been number 3, right? Sometimes an opponent looks at you and their eyes get big because they know you can't guard them. That's Chucky right there.
Oh,
No one's good for one right now. I think he's coming up with thumb surgery. So let's see if he gets going.
I like the way that one looked. Plus, he scooted over as the ball came to him.
0 for 2 though from downtown.
wow.
Javon.
Hadley's playing big tonight.
Yeah.
He's giving a ton of size
I
up
love
tonight.
the way he plays, man. Love to see him.
I do too, and I like this matchup a lot better because you can. I mean, I know they have is that Frank out there, but
Yes.
you can play Hadley. There you go. Oh my Lord,
As
Frank.
you say that.
I know, but what I was gonna say is you can play Hadley as your 4 or 5. You know, Hadley can guard. They've got him on Victor Locken right now, and while they've got Noah on Jaden Zachary, the shooting guard on the floor right
See,
here,
Hadley's
right?
about
Like.
to come over to help. Did you see that? He took 2 steps to the right.
And look at that. I mean,
Beautiful
great defensive possession right there.
Let me ask you guys this.
There we go. Nice bucket. I love it.
How many ACC games have you watched this year? We're at the 4-minute mark, and they only have 4 fouls called in the
This is postseason basketball.
It's been aggressive too. Like this
Yeah.
is this is what Perrin played in.
Right. Yeah.
The Big East. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Conference USA, yeah, it was not as physical as the Big East, obviously, but yeah.
Perrin, did you ever play on a team that dealt with this level of injuries?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brian Johnson had microfracture surgery.
Yeah.
And
David came and could,
David had his he had not his ACL, but he had his David had some patella issues in high school. He had a patella injury in high school, and it kind of lingered, and playing for coach would get up and down a lot, and it kind of just gave, wear and tear is just what it is.
They always said he couldn't jump over a phone book.
Now Dave could get up, but I wish you guys could have seen.
No, David Patrick. Yeah.
I mean this in the realest way possible, and you guys would probably think I'm crazy saying this. I watched David play when we were sophomores, because we're the same age. David Patrick used to bring the ball up court.
Oh yeah. Point
No,
center,
like
man.
I'm talking about like coming down court, rebound the ball, bring it up court between the legs, like tween crossover, and pass out to a guy named Omar Wilkes, Jamar Wilkes' son, who played at Kansas with him when he transferred. Like David, at Louisville, we got to see a very small microcosm of how good David was. If David's knees held up before he came to U of L, he was a monster.
Well, we talked about.
I missed that.
Yeah. Well, we talked about.
I missed that, David.
He was a modern big. That's why
Right.
he's such a good passer.
We talked about this last night.
He
You'll
was
appreciate this.
He was 68% of our offense.
Well, Patino ran it. He was a point center
He was
before
literally
that
the center
phrase
of that team,
existed.
Yes.
You guys ran the offense through him at the top of the key. David at every possession would be at the top of the key, whether it was distributing it out to guard, setting it up with that weird 3-man weave that Patino always did, where 3 guys got to touch the ball before we can even get going.
Increases your chances of.
But
dribble handoffs. The kids
Exactly.
nowadays call it DHOs, whatever they abbreviate it on.
But so Louisville next year, we talked again, not to jump ahead to next year, but they have Ali Khalifa, who played at BYU last year. Is probably the best passing big man I have seen since David Patrick.
His tape is great.
He is David Patrick. He's not a super athletic guy. Lost a ton of weight right here while he's been sitting out this season, but he is a guy apparently you can play through at the top of the key, and that's one thing I think this offense is missing. Jake Scott gets the ball at the top of the key, but he's not really
I
confident.
appreciate you saying that. I'm not going to give him David Paget status yet. He's got to get out there first. But to your point, his ability to pass is just as fluid. And I tell you, David could do so many things. David was a great leader. I remember when he came to campus, Kevin Willard, who's now the assistant coach at Maryland, said, "If you guys don't get this done, we will run forever." We talked about a lot of things, hung out. Shout out to Chris Curran and Brad Giannini. They were David's hosts, and we had a great time with David
Great
on
host
his visit.
for David Patrick.
We had a great time on his visit, and sure enough, we convinced the guy to leave Kansas. So, what
Yeah.
do you want to say about that?
Man.
So,
The portal before the portal, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
David
yes.
Patrick, the original transfer.
Aaron got out of wine with like a 94% rating.
no. Believe it or not, he was. Hey, back then, like I was very much a Bacardi and Coke kind of guy.
Drew Louisville way.
And you know who else was? So was David. So it all worked out accordingly. So yes. So we had a good time. Yes.
All right, so they got Hadley on Shefflin. They got Hadley playing essentially the 5 in this lineup. That's what I was just talking about.
Something bad happened.
So see, here's what I have a problem. Man, how long has he been?
My guy is 40 years.
I'm 40. My stuff is looking good right now. I feel better about myself. But anyway, sorry. But for when I'm watching this game, I don't like that call. And the reason why I don't like that call is because we've seen 7 to 8 plays that have had way more contact than that. And I didn't feel like there was enough dislodgement or displacement for this guy to be at the line. But, it is what it is. We'll see if we get a couple calls in this next 3:49 and get to the line right now.
And pay attention to which ref makes which call. Some of them,
I don't get that far in the weeds, but I hear you.
That's Alan's level of trolling, yeah, for sure, no doubt, man. That makes sense. I love it though. That's what it makes you who you are, man. I'm here for it. The individuality of calling out the referees.
Well, also where it's called as to where they are standing on the floor. Like some
That's
calls,
a fact.
you know that's not your call in some spots.
It all
You are a
depends.
ref.
It all depends. Ref officiating is a game of angles.
Yes.
And sometimes things make sense, or what you call they call points of emphasis or points of focus based on scouting reports and what we've seen in coaches submitting film. What a lot of people don't know is behind the scenes, when coaches lose, they submit a bunch of film on why didn't this play get called, why didn't that play get called to the assigners and to the conferences. I'm sure, Mario, when you play football, they did that all the time with like holding penalties or any things of that nature, like
Scott
stuff like that.
Satterfield used to do that every week, Jacob.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So this guy got hit in the face, so he'll come back.
Big press
I just
conference.
wonder what happened.
Press conferences.
On the penalties,
You got
We sent that into
I feel like Hadley should be the mismatch. If they're playing big, on offense, he should be an automatic mismatch.
Yes.
That answer run.
He just needs to get going.
yes. When it's used as an excuse.
So, hey Mario,
as opposed to
when
just
you were
random, right?
when you were in college, who was the most physical team? Because you were going against the DB, going against the safety. I would people put a linebacker on you, they were crazy. But so who was the most physical team football wise? Right.
That'd be fun. Most physical team football wise. I mean, we went through so many conferences. I have to kind of. So Conference USA, I'd say we had really good battles with the Cincinnati's.
Yeah.
Of the world. Although we put up 70 points on them.
Yeah.
I'd say Big East. It was Syracuse always gave us fits, man. For whatever reason, they always gave us fits. And then what? We had AAC.
Yeah.
I think FIU in the AAC. They were pretty physical.
Yeah.
Let me
AAC. How many years you
Yeah.
play?
Hey,
Mario?
so
That makes sense.
let me ask you this. So Mike used to tell me this, and I don't believe it, but I need some
Bush?
co-sign confirmation. Yes, Mike Bush. Yeah, shout out to Mike Bush. Did they throw batteries at y'all in West Virginia?
Yes, they did.
Seriously?
Double D batteries.
Double D batteries.
Yeah.
I've heard
It
fans
was
say that.
insane.
I didn't. Mike said when you guys came out the tunnel, all the coaching staff would tell y'all put your helmets on.
Yes, absolutely. It was the most insane thing I've ever experienced. West Virginia, freaking double D batteries.
Double D
Full screen.
D batteries. They would put you on D batteries.
They didn't care, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's what
fan base
made
is different.
this is so random, but that's what made the moment in it would have been 2011 when Andrew Johnson, the corner, picked off the ball against West Virginia, ran it back, and then blew the kisses in the end zone on the way to a victory. It was like payback for all of those years of dealing with them.
Football and basketball, that rivalry
Yeah.
was legit.
Yes,
that,
it was.
that was
How-
dirty rivalry.
How about Rich Rodriguez being back though? I mean, that's insane.
It's so fast.
Cool, man.
Let's go 7 more.
The physicality in this game is amazing.
Yeah.
He's about to pay his mortgage.
All right, so let me reset here. For our viewers, we've got of course an incredible cast here, but we've got our crew in the back, and our good friend here, Corey, has a plus 7,000 parlay that is hinged on Terrence Edwards' 20+ points.
Yep.
So we're all expecting a payout from Corey when this hits.
How many legs are we talking?
Yeah.
How many legs do you
Yeah, how many legs are we talking here?
Yeah, it was a 4-leg. I had Biddle, the center from Oregon, for 20+. I had Chaz Lanier for 20+. And I had Tanji from Wisconsin for 20+, and then Edwards for 20+.
Dude.
It's incredible.
That's a great
What's that
run right
free
there.
payout number,
Hey, I
man?
texted these two before the
Yeah,
Oregon game.
yeah, he did,
to bet
he
on
did.
Biddle. I don't think they did.
No, I didn't have any money in the account. My wife, I gotta be careful there.
You gotta go home.
Yeah, I lost.
I gotta go home.
You gotta go home.
Gotta go home tonight. Speaking of which, can somebody drive me? No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Javon Hadley, folks.
My thing is, we're still due for a run. Like, we
Yes.
haven't had one of our.
Well, we've hit what, 1-3?
Kadir,
We're still due for a
a
lot
lot
of
of
I
control.
would have lost it.
Yeah, it was.
All right, Chucky.
Go, Chuck.
I've been saying this. What do you think on this? I think he's the best, and this might not be a take anymore, but he's the best point guard since Peyton. And I honestly even think he might even be more impactful than Peyton was. And I know that's a take because Peyton won a championship.
You know,
Look, as I say it, and dribbling out for one shot. Look at my man. I would have been dunking that.
On the spot.
I almost said I would have been dunking that ball right there, man.
I can't say that he's better than Peyton. I love Peyton. You know, Peyton's he was number one in steals when he left, and then Russ took his. You know, I mean that's great. The greatest defensive backcourt we'll ever see here in history. You'll never see that happen again. But I mean, like, you can make the argument that with his defensive prowess, he would be in that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the scoring goes, I don't know if you put him up ahead of Russ because Russ is top 3, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but as far as Peyton didn't need to score though. You know,
What is it now, Teddy?
Peyton had Russ, he had Luke,
That's true.
and then I tell people this all the time. The greatest battles that nobody ever got to see were Shane Bohannon
Don't even try to call that. Yeah.
and
foul.
Yeah, I
Montrezl
see it.
Harrell. Montrezl
Don't run
Harrell
there
going
like
at it
you
every
said.
day.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I
Yes.
can imagine.
People
Yes.
like the best basketball I've ever seen in my life was Shane Bohannon and Montrezl Harrell going back and forth, and then you have Rick Pitino talking crap on the microphone like he's killing you. And they're just going. It was like Ali, Frazier, and Manila.
He
It
was
was
just
wild.
stoking the fire.
Oh yeah,
And Trez was the younger player, wasn't he?
Trez was the younger
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yes.
Trez
He had a motor.
He used to go up 7 right here. 8.
All right, final possession. We'll
Like,
get
get
back
that
on.
mic out of
Get the
there.
ball to
You
Terrence.
can still hold it, man. There you go.
I just keep
All right, too late.
Be more vulgar than that.
No, yeah, you can't
All right.
put anything on the mic.
Take
Going into half.
That's why I'm surprised Vice is going so well for coach.
Halftime thoughts. Halftime thoughts. I'll get something set up over here.
Okay, we got some golfing action going on.
Okay.
We got,
Yeah.
here we
Have
go.
at it. Which one you want the
We got some wine refills happening right here. Louisville goes into halftime,
Hey, how you
33-28.
doing back there, boss?
It's been a battle, guys.
Which one did you try first?
Are they different?
Yes. Yes, I always do that.
It was really
You know,
good.
you
What
did
was
this
that
one?
What was that
You
one?
tried this one?
Yes, that was
All
the
right.
first one you gave me.
All right, here.
What
Try
are we
this
saying?
Did you try that one before?
Corey and I were talking before the game, and
Okay, yeah.
we said
What you
that
think
Terrence
about it?
Edwards starts off quick.
That's what it's
He
light,
usually comes
but
to
it's
the last
like
game.
fruit forward, but not
He's
too
doing
much.
that right now.
Medium
How
body.
do you feel about that?
No problem.
The four-legger?
Medium body.
Oh, great.
A
Great.
lot, got more dirt to
I
it.
have a small one for just this.
No, like you can
game.
smell the soil in some wine.
It's a plus 600.
Okay.
Chuck, do you have a box score?
So these are
No, I don't.
same style.
Yeah.
Same style wine, different maker.
All right, yeah, I'm ready.
So put a note,
you
put a
need
note
it?
to both
I
of
got
those.
Chucky with 15.
When you say same style, what do you mean?
So it's the same type
Okay,
of.
Chucky's got it now.
It's a hot dough, right?
How many's Chucky?
So
got?
it's gonna be,
He's on his way.
it's gonna be very fruit. It's gonna be not so fruit forward, medium body, a little bit of soil to it, but like you can taste the cherries, the grime, and everything like that. But it's like a good slow sipper. Yeah, good slow sipper.
What up, Chucky up here? We're here at Parlor. We're here making new March Madness items. Come tap in with the headburn heat. You know it's fire.
Javon Hadley here, U of L men's basketball player, down here at the Parlor. Super excited to drop some new items for March Madness. Come check them out down here at the Parlor. These right here, the caramel apple bombs, new March Madness item. Before, after the games, whenever you feeling it, come check them out.
We got the hot honey turkey, best sandwich in the business.
Come out to Parlor during March Madness and order our items.
Our percentage goes to 502 Circle, and we appreciate you guys' support. Go Cards.
The headburn heat.
What's good? How you guys doing? You good? Good? You guys have a tournament or something? Y'all play the Young Seven? Really? Ooh. We love a good W.
What's up, guys? It's Spencer Legg. Today was our biggest event. We hosted 4 families with kids with type 1 diabetes, and I was diagnosed at age 11. And of course it was hard and there was up and downs, but I never let it stop me. So that's the message I want to spread. Every kid that we hosted was able to get the full game day experience, and of course they were out on the court at halftime.
We're very grateful for Spencer's involvement in these kids' lives and his willingness to share this experience with us. Fan base of Louisville has embraced me, and everyone's been super supportive, and I'm just, leveraging this opportunity to give back.
So we are back live out here at Studio 4. If you were looking for a place, I know a lot of buddies that they've always been like, I just have always dreamt of, having some sort of hitting bay in my garage or my basement. Wish my wife would let me do it. I wish I wasn't poor, whatever, right? Studio 4 can help solve that really easily, right? This is very much like a hanging out with your buddies type of place, right? Very laid back. We have couches, we have TVs everywhere. The highest tech TrackMan technology you're gonna find, right? So look them up, check them out at Studio 4 FORE. Grab yourself a membership. It could be something that's incredibly beneficial, right? So I've looked up the pricing. It's very competitive, right? It's a solid deal, something where you could come in basically 24 hours a day, get some shots in, play pretty much any course you want to around the world. But we'll get some shots in as we're hanging out before the start of the second half. 60 yards. About to find out how undialed we are today. That's not bad. That's pretty good. 60 yards, hit at 59. There we go. That's more like it. That's the real me. Big rig. I love my username. Mario, you want to get here?
You gonna give me some lessons?
Let's go. What you want to know? I don't know much. I don't know when the last time I played golf was, to be honest with you.
You've gotten coaching, you know something.
Just groove. Start grooving those 60-yard swings.
Because I saw the tweet, and I was like, you guys said, what's Perrin gonna wear? And I was like, well, Chris Morgan loves me for this one. So, he can just be okay with it. And I am trying to water in the wine, so, whatever.
What you want? You want to go 60?
Yeah, we can
60 yards. That's it.
Right.
There you go. Keep it light.
Well, I'm not making too much of a fool.
Nobody wants to swing after Clemson.
I'm not
What?
gonna lie, that's real.
It's like Perry wanted to play 21.
Oh, by the way, I
Yeah.
got beef. I got beef.
You got people.
I got beat.
Coach Pitino said Luke Hancock's the best shooter he ever coached.
Mm.
He forget about Taekwondo.
Did you forget about Perrin Johnson?
Shit, I'm 43% of my career, but we're not gonna talk about it. 2 3 of them. So, I knew my job. I was like, I want to take more threes, but like, hey, I got a guy that shoots 40% to my left
Yep.
and 43% to my right.
Yep.
That's like Draymond putting up 8 a game.
My biggest problem is getting the ball up.
Getting it up?
Yeah.
So it's just a game of opposites, man. To get it to go up, you got to hit down more.
Okay.
Get down.
What you think about that?
Oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah, so you just got to get your.
Ball placement.
Yeah, basically, so like what it comes down to is you just want to make sure that your club is bottoming out past the ball. So think about you want to catch that ball first and then ground. So yeah, but the setup though, get that right shoulder up a little bit higher and the left shoulder a little bit lower when you're hitting your shoulder shots. That'll help you hit down more. Yeah.
You sound like you're starting your own.
There you go.
Actually, like you need to. You'd be surprised what I got going on right here.
There you
Yeah,
go.
no, I'm
A little better.
Coachable.
A little better. He's coachable. He's trainable. There you go.
But the problem is, so.
I was gonna say I prefer playing with just. I want to go out and drink some beer and have some fun.
Gotta hit the ball. Right? That's what I get caught up in.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy doing that, but I enjoy getting better.
That's right.
Rough time to like start.
Yeah, you get better every time you go out there.
Yes and no, but.
That was just kind of scoopy. Like you kind of caught that on the upswing.
So, and everybody kind of started like, it's kind of like,
Hitting down on the ball is the hardest part.
everybody's making it.
Any questions or participation or anything on the stream? Any like
What
comments
do
or
we need
anything?
more or less of?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's something we can ask people. What do we need more or less of? And that can just be an open-ended question. We can talk about whatever. We can talk about Mario's golf swing.
Less Mario on the golf.
What are we talking about? All right,
Talk about more
who's
about
next?
that. What do you mean?
Vince, you want to get
say more personnel. More personnel in the golf simulator.
That's everybody's been saying that. They're like, why is this guy not hitting balls the entire game? I don't understand.
Presley Cam, that's what this is.
He came.
All right, we go, Jim.
We ready?
No.
Boys, I broke out the Pat Kelsey shirt.
Uh-oh.
We're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to go. So we're live in here.
Revive Bill.
I don't know.
We're live. Yeah, we're running live.
So where do I get that? From T-shirt Hooligan, RIP.
Wow.
Because of.
But you can't say that like but it's real. It's so real. The world we live in, baby. Gotta love it, baby.
I made that decision in November, so.
No, I hear you.
All right, so are we back? We're good?
We're back. We're rolling.
We're back, we're rolling. We are here on the live stream watch along. Louisville Clemson in the semifinals of the ACC tournament. Jacob Lane, State of Louisville, Presley Meyer is over on the bay adjacent to us. And we are here at Studio 4 watching this game. If you've been tuned in, thank you. Appreciate it. Subscribe, do all that stuff. We got a great cast here of folks watching the game. We got Perrin Johnson, former Louisville basketball player, Alan Thomas. We got Mario, needs no introduction in the back, Tanner Probus. We got Corey, we got Megan. Presley and Vince are over on the golf simulator. We are back in the second half of a win or go home for Louisville basketball. Perrin, how are you feeling right now?
You know, I don't really. Basketball's a game of two halves. First, whoever wins this first TV timeout segment says a lot about how the rest of the game is going to go. That doesn't mean they're going to win.
Sure.
But you always try to win game in TV timeout segments. So 16, 12, 8, and then 4. So let's see what we do these first 4 minutes of this game right now in the second half.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel good that Louisville's going to come out with adjustments ready to play.
Jake, what you got over there?
I got some pizza, and that's where I was getting at. Shout out to our folks at Parlor Pizza. Had them last night, enjoying the Hepburn pizza. the Hadley caramel apple bombs, and the fat break grinder. Shout out to Parlor for providing pizza and wings. Got to check them out. Got to go support the folks at 502 Circle and the athletes at Louisville. This is how we keep getting better as a city and as a basketball program, by supporting stuff like this. So let's get after it. And here we go, second half.
Did anyone else notice that Jacobs lost a layer of clothing already? Somehow, layer gone.
We're back with one less layer of clothing, which gets us ultimately closer to the shirt off, man. Yeah.
Well, I'll say this, man. Isn't it great to watch a basketball game with us competing in it, and both teams have over 25 wins?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Amazing.
It feels good to be back. Like, I mean, I know it sounds cliche to say, but feels like it's been a decade since we've had meaningful basketball in March. I know it's been 2019, 2020, 2021, but
Terrence got hurt on that screen.
To the right. Never mind.
You guys see this from Kelly Dickey today?
What we got?
The last time that.
There it is.
There we go, Noah.
Beat Noah. Let's go.
That was a good look.
The last
Noah
time
did what he was
two
supposed to do.
ranked ACC teams played each other. What do you think it was?
and this year,
What was it?
what was
It
the
was
question?
not. It was not in this
It wasn't
calendar
this
year.
year.
What's the statistic? What's the
When was the last time two ranked ACC teams played each other?
Oh, it would have been at the end of last year, probably, like
Yeah.
Duke, North Carolina.
That's what it was.
Yeah, because Clemson wasn't ranked. They were ranked for like a week, got beat, and then
Wow, Teddy.
TV Teddy with the animated play call there.
Yeah, it's been a year since. So this is a significant game.
Oh, come on! Come on!
Now,
And then
okay,
Ted
so
had
here's
to
the thing
come
with
in
that call. I don't like it.
Quintuple.
And
hit
replay
press.
gives you all the answers.
We're gonna get it.
But now he is on the opposite side, seeing through him. And so my problem with that play is, the guy where that play came from should have stayed with the play and gave us that call. Because what they call Teddy being down there, he's down low. He's got to watch everything in the paint. So when he transitions to watch that play come towards him, he sees the last minute of it at the full play.
If I was coaching and you made that call, I would say that's not your call to make. Because you can't see through a body, so you can't.
That's
make
why.
that call.
That's why I don't like that call.
Right.
That's exactly where I'm at right now.
But it's his call to make, but you can't make it.
Yes, and that's why I want the guy that whoever's area it came from, he's got to make that call.
You can see where the crossovers are.
Give us one.
No.
Yes.
Let's go,
Let's
Noah.
go, Noah.
North Carolina Noah. Just calling it.
Oh my gosh.
Waterman, let's go.
Somebody said, you see that tweet that said, when you don't have rain, you got a waterman?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
Let's go, man. Gotta be
He's your
out.
guy though, right? I'm just saying, that's how many threes did you make?
Do you need him in your? He's not in your main bag.
No,
he's not in
Okay.
the-
All right, good. So we don't have to worry about that.
Edward's the only one in that one.
So we need Edwards to score a couple baskets here for Corey. If you're just now tuning in,
They're calling all this crap now. I mean,
yeah, the second half they tightened up last night too. It was the same way. But if you're just tuning in, Corey back here, right here, raise your hand. There you go. Thank you, Corey. Plus 7,000 parlay, 4-legger. We're waiting on Terrence Edwards 20+ points tonight. So if you're a supporter of degenerates, that's what we need you to make sure that you're tapped in with us for Corey's behalf. Corey said he's going to pay all of our mortgages with that tonight.
How much does Edwards have right now?
He's 7 more.
Okay.
7 more points for
you're in a
Corey
good
to pay
spot.
for a month of all of our mortgages, and there we go. We got a foul on
That's 3 on
Chase Hunter right there. But that is huge.
Yeah.
That is huge. Oh,
knows
that
that.
was a. We don't need that shot again if they can
The
afford
producer
that.
knew, he's like, zero in his face.
Zoom in on the tongue.
Yep.
So right now,
Zoom in on his tongue just a little bit more.
whoa. No, but I tell you what, like, I don't like that call because how many plays did we see like that in the first half? That
Yeah,
is
I
like,
agree. Because you're going to get one of those go against you.
which means they had a conference. They had a conference at halftime. And you're probably going to see a lot of their offense go through Scheffler right now. Scheffler. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to say it either.
If that's the case,
Yeah, that's what I'm used to hearing. Scheffler.
needs to get the ball, go at Scheffler.
I'm saying he had 32 against him last time.
Oh, let's go. Look at that, man.
Two-handed shove.
That is, yeah, he just tried to literally shove him out of the way.
Two-handed shove.
Let's go!
Come on, keep going.
Let's go. Javon Hadley, come alive. Let's go. It's
you make a play
time.
like that on the defensive end, you have earned your right to take that shot.
Well, and the way that Shefflin tried to discard Hadley right there was ridiculous.
I like how Mario just called that and it happened. I love it.
Wow. That's a travel or out of bounds, not travel. All right, there we go.
I can't take credit for this, but a friend of mine, her name was Jen Hoffman when she played volleyball, but she called us, her name is Jim Fowler now.
Shout out to Jen.
Shout out to Jen. She said, we need to get a t-shirt from Scott, since he has the mask on. Instead of, remember the mask that Dennis Hopkins had, Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
She said, we need to call it Silence of the Slaves.
Somebody has that.
Yeah.
Somebody has that.
There we go, Javon Hadley! Let's go!
And what?
Get going.
Yes.
Oh, we got the
We're doing finger guns on
It's not the same though, right?
camera too.
Yeah.
Edwards, I appreciate that pass. Let's shoot it.
Rain gets it.
Shoot it next time.
She gets in there and Caucasians it all up.
Oh, man. That is a club to the head right there.
Look at that. I love
The
that.
most annoying place on your body to get hit besides.
It's different when you're Australian white.
How do you know? He's Australian.
I'm saying being cool.
I know,
It's like, he's a little bit cooler because he's Australian.
One of the games they were talking about his rugby playing, that really got me interested.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, all right,
Like,
how do we get him on the football field?
Yeah.
So far, so good out this first TV timeout.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
you
let's
talked
shoot
about responding
that.
out of the second half.
Oh goodness.
Good D, straight up and down. Yes.
Another rebound for Noah.
Slow it down, let's get a good quality
it.
possession.
Yeah.
You tag that.
No, shoot it.
There we go.
Hang
Gotta
on.
keep drawing these
That
fouls.
was, yeah, that was
Hey, if we don't talk about TV Teddy when he messes up, we got to talk about what he did. He's done good. He got us to the line right there. So we'll see what we get right here.
Yeah.
That's the thing though, that foul call on Chucky, the and one earlier, if it goes both ways, I'm cool with that. Because that's the thing, they're blowing the whistle on both
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
So,
They let him play
Edwards
in
is
the
getting a lot
first
of
half,
plays.
though. It's like they got together at halftime
Yeah.
and they're like, all right, we have to tighten it up. What are we going to start looking for? And they come back out and they're just calling everything. I mean, it's a completely different. It's just like yesterday. It was the same thing in the second half yesterday.
To your point, I've officiated a ton of my life, man. And it's just, and so my biggest thing with officiating is like there are times in the game where like we all come together like, hey, this next 2 minutes, if it's not a murder,
Don't call it.
there you go. Since they want to play a little bit, they say we're calling too much. Let's let them beat each other up.
Is there an opposite of that, though? To where you guys get together and you say, all right, they're starting to get too physical. We got to start calling it.
So
Can you
like,
basically tell them there's a football
so
player
I coach
out there?
I coach an Adidas gold team, and we're gonna play on the traveling circuit, working with kids, trying to get them scholarships and so forth. And anytime there is a technical or a hard foul, for the next 4 plays, you must drive to the basket. Because now that something has happened, they're gonna tighten up the whistle to have control in the game so things will get out of hand.
Yeah, it's like
So-
a heightened sense of control. Right.
So you automatically, let's go set a down screen, or let's go run a pick and roll, and make sure you do everything real tight in the body. When Steve Nash used to come off a pick and roll, she's come off real tight. So we're gonna draw contact on purpose, and we're gonna change the outcome of the game because the referees want to prove that they're not gonna allow the game to get out of control.
That's brilliant because that's your superpower then as a
Yeah.
coach because you know exactly what they're thinking.
Oh, absolutely.
As a referee, you still ref, don't you?
Yeah, when they need me. So yeah, anytime they like need somebody, like because and the reason why is there's so many people that aren't doing it because they haven't done it long enough or they're not doing it the right way. So how do you teach your kids the right way to play the game if somebody that's managing the game is not managing it appropriately?
Right.
That means so much more. That's like having a guy that's a lawyer, that's being your lawyer, and he's a neurosurgeon. Like, what good does he do you? He's not working on your brain. He's trying to get you out of jail. So, trying to avoid all those things. So,
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
absolutely. But I'm excited the way we're trending in this first TV timeout.
Well, again, you talked about it coming out of halftime. The first 4 minutes of that game, the second half, are going to be crucial. Who kind of took control?
For me, You know, we've seen as much as Chucky has the ball in his hands, I think we've seen Edwards be a lot of a facilitator tonight. He's gotten off. Obviously, we want him to get his.
I don't care for that.
Yeah. Stop being LeBron. Tap into your inner Michael or Kobe. Yes. But for me, you know, this is great because there are going to be games where people just decide, look, anytime Chucky has the ball and we put him in a pick and roll, we're going to trap.
Yeah.
Especially in the tournament.
Right.
Let somebody else beat us.
Yeah.
You know, and so now it comes down to that for me. What can we do differently for guys to get their scoring done and get in position? So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. We talked about this a little bit last night after Louisville pulled out the victory over Stanford. But my point was, I think that you know what you're getting in Chucky and Terrence. It's all about the third player from this point on. And Rain has been the guy for most of the season, but obviously with injury. At this point, you need Javon Hadley so bad, and he's responding in this second half.
Say he's been the guy.
Yeah. And also, look at is Johnny right? Is that Johnny Ballgame right there in the corner? You guys see it? It's his birthday.
Wow.
My man's got. I mean, this bench mob right here is impressive. Like, you know, Mari, I don't know what the walk-ons were like back in your day, man, but this is the walk-ons and the bench guys are celebrating it up over here.
But I'm glad he didn't waste the timeout. Most guys would call a timeout in that situation, but in a game like this with everything on the line right now, go ahead and take that turnover and just save your timeouts for later in the game.
It's a good point. You got a cushion, you know.
Yeah, you can take some blows right now because at the end of the day, Clemson's going to make a run.
Yeah, it's a game of runs that are gonna. It's just back and forth. Like that's March basketball, man. Like it is all about being able to punch. Take the punch back. And Louisville they did a great job with that last night. You would have liked to have seen them not give up that lead late, but, you know, so far, you know, it seems like they're kind of starting to.
No, Chucky.
See, that could have been it right there.
Here we go.
I can't believe he missed that putback.
And you got Hunter not trying to pick up his fourth foul, so.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, wide open.
There we go! Oh, man.
That through the legs? Did you see that?
Was that? I mean, I'm assuming that was. I don't know.
Something else to consider right now. He's
That was
gonna.
Terrence. Get on the floor, fellas. Come on.
Guys, hustling.
The young man, the Hunter kid, he's really going to try to get off right now because he hasn't been. He's been on the bench for the last 4 to 5 minutes. Yes, he's been carrying the points.
Oh, there you go. The foul. You stripped the freshman right there.
That's what I said.
Yeah, girl.
No, we need to sit Chucky for a minute.
Love that.
He's got three.
He's got three. He's playing super aggressive still.
Yeah.
He's gotten lucky twice.
Yeah.
And you said-
Hunter got away with one right there, man. He could have gotten his fourth foul.
So right now, between now and the 8-minute mark, they're going to let him play a little bit.
You say that. There we go. We're going the other
He
way.
flopped. He's a European guy. They always do that. They flop. So that's okay.
What was that? Hey, what was that? It's such a simple question. What was that?
He
sold it.
He sold it as he held him.
Yeah, right.
Second guy always is caught.
Come on, Victor.
It's time for Terrence to take over.
Yeah.
It's Terrence time.
It's Terrence time, man.
Make the catch hard right here. Perfect.
Good job, Fat.
Chucky.
But that's the.
Now what you want.
You can't leave him open. You missed it, but you can't leave Heidebreder open.
Let's go.
You know what though? I like that because he hasn't shot one in a while.
Look at this. 6 fouls on Clemson now.
Yeah. No. Well, we got to bounce back free throw shooting from last night. You got to redeem yourselves.
That's right.
So you got 10 in the first 5.5 minutes. We had what, 1 in the first 5 for the first half?
Yeah.
Yeah. The second half, it's a separate game. It's not even close to the same game as the first half.
The refs are treating this like bowling, right?
Hey,
Like,
that kid, you know that kid with the Floyd now high school. That's
He
crazy.
did. You know where he started his college career?
Where?
Air Force.
You know, it's funny. I know his dad. His dad played at D2. He's a 16 guy. He was a solid player.
Yeah,
It's crazy to see it
a
all.
cadet, man.
There's a height requirement to get in there.
It is.
He had
Yes, sir.
Oof.
Ah.
All right, there's an offensive rebound.
I love this gang.
There you go.
Oh.
No, that way. That way.
Right in front of you.
Right? He's like, somebody help me. Somebody help me. What's the call? Dude, it's literally right in your front door.
Sorry.
Was he in or out? Was his foot?
I think it's so funny. Everybody's ridiculing the refs except for Perrin.
Yeah, right.
It's so funny.
Hey,
That's a quiet
great teams never give the game. If you want to win a game,
It's loser mentality.
you never put it in the referee's hands.
I'm with you.
Because guess what? You give me no choice. But as an official, I'll tell you this: like at the end of the game, if it's a last second shot and you're gonna call a foul, not gonna call a foul, it can't be a maybe.
You got to be confident
It has to
in
be
it,
a murder.
man.
It
Yeah.
has to be.
Give it up, give it up, give it up. Oh, no, he's soft. He sold it again. Get out of here.
Yeah, shoot it. There he is.
There's
our boy.
0 for 7 from the
I mean, I
3-point
feel
line so far.
He was fading a little bit.
You gotta attack B, Frank.
Good defense, man.
They flashed this scoreless streak.
I'm just so
Whatever.
so
Yeah.
amazed.
Doohickey.
That's a foul.
Chucky, dude, stop.
Yeah, he's not worried about that fourth foul. Somehow he's in the mix. He's not even avoiding it.
So Chucky has 3?
But
Chucky has 3 fouls?
He's got 3.
Yeah.
And he's attacking them every single
The
time.
first half ended in what 2-2, correct?
Something really low.
Yeah. So now right now we're at 11 and we got what 13 and a half to go.
Not even in the second TV timeout.
Again, completely different game.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm shocked.
And look at that. It looked like he was ready for like embracing the foul. Like he was expecting they were gonna call that right there. And then airballed it.
Because he bodied Scott all the way down to the.
Yeah.
Oh my God, touch me.
By the way, off the subject, the tide are rolling right now. So
Yes. All right, we'll take it, man.
Go ahead, throw that ball forward.
I'm
All
here
right,
for
yeah.
it. And we got the Cavs winning again, 16th straight win. Shout out to Donnie. I mean, look, it's coming up all cards until that.
I need Chucky to take a breather.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't even need Corey or Kobe.
You never take a break.
Do we have?
When you're a serial
Exactly,
killer,
right?
when you're a serial killer, you never take a break.
It could be like a 10
How many Chucky's movies have you watched? Did he ever stop?
He doesn't even have to go to the bench. He can
I
go
mean,
right
the
back
knife
to
was
score
always the
still.
same knife. He was consistent as they
Need a
come.
minute from Chucky.
Yeah.
need a
Almost
reset.
6 minutes of scoreless time for
wait
Clemson.
till
I
they
mean,
take
that
it out.
honestly, guys, like if Louisville wins this game,
They did take him out.
you can
That's-
point
that's
back
it
to
right there.
this
Yeah.
as being the reason.
Let's
Travel, let's go!
Somebody hire me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to
They
Indiana.
call Hunter for that?
Yeah.
Travel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
travel.
it's just
Travel
travel.
for travel. Yeah,
That
yeah.
also means it's point guard Terrence time.
That's right.
Let's go.
I thought
I mean, that's
I thought
that's
they
it.
put some kind of.
Yeah.
That's a travel. That is textbook travel right
There's a
there.
lot of
man.
movement there.
Yeah.
Baron.
That's a lot of movement.
says-
I mean,
Oh,
Here we go,
yeah.
here we go,
Oh,
here we
yeah.
go.
Whoa! Let's go! What do we need? 6 more?
Hey, what's that?
5 more.
Hey, what's that payout looking like right now? Cash out early.
Oh! The block shot. Here we
Oh,
go.
cashing out early?
This
Yeah.
might
Cashing out
be the
early?
run.
He said he doesn't do
Shoot
that
it. Shoot it. He checked.
I just want to know the cash out early.
Foul.
Uh-oh.
Foul again. There we go. He's going to the free throw line and flexing on him. Let's go. Yeah, I'll do
Hey,
this.
how we doing over there, big dog?
Chucky, you stay on the bench.
Hey,
Just chill.
hey, where we going? Jimmy John's on you?
And we're going to Parlor.
Yeah.
We're going to
Parlor
Parlor.
pizza. Shout out to Parlor. That's right.
That crust is incredible, by the way.
Look, the Parlor pizza was 2 nights in a row, undefeated.
Oh yeah. Are we doing L's?
Hold up, hold up,
Custom
take it.
ranch. They got custom ranch.
We gotta do it. Baron's very skeptical of the L's.
Well, Aaron, we gotta get you on this game.
I'm just not used to doing it.
Homemade. Yeah.
He's like, look, I'm sitting here, like, the juxtaposition between me and Perrin right now, right? Like, this is a big person couch, first of all. I'm sunk down in here.
When I get nervous, so I have nervous tics. So
Yeah.
2 of my nervous tics are I'll rub my head
So what, 3 more?
or I'll rub my mustache. So
Rub your
like,
mustache, you keep it
I
nice.
just do like this. I just like, not like a weird thing. It's just something I do like when I'm.
You just do it, yeah. It's like your mannerisms.
Yes, very much so.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Val.
push it.
Oh,
Foul! Foul!
No, if you
Let's go, New York Noah.
Oh, wow.
You know Noah's good.
Good job,
He had
Noah.
the ankle lock?
Who we got the?
Of course
Noah's
they
got
called
a
that
foul
on
again.
Noah.
He can throw the body up.
Of course they called that on Noah.
Yeah, I know. What is he losing a concussion there for a second?
You gotta make sure you get the picture.
Yeah.
Ever since Roots has shaved his dreads, I've kind of like
It's
forgot who he
hot,
was.
right?
I'm like, who's that guy?
It's the same thing when they show the picture of James Scott from the beginning of the year with dreads, and now he's got the fade, man. Yeah, it's.
It wouldn't matter what haircut he has with the mask. It's like a different dude. Totally different player.
Check it out like he's gonna shoot a music video.
Yeah. How we feeling, everybody? We doing all right?
Three more points, and my new best friend Corey is gonna help me out with some money.
Mortgage payments for everyone. You get a mortgage payment. You get a mortgage payment.
I think so, bro.
I'm ready to rock and roll, man.
He actually only bet like 25 cents.
Yeah, so it's he gets $3. I just did it plus 7,000. I never said what it was.
Yeah, right.
Those are the best that win.
Like, it's like I didn't even wager anything. You know?
Because now what happens tomorrow is you pick him because he's been on a roll.
No, what happens tomorrow is I put all the winnings on like Auburn to win, and then they get beat.
Yeah,
That'd be unfortunate.
No, Auburn will cover. You'll pick something like the Big West Final.
Of course.
You're so
What
lucky.
game tips off at 1?
Right. Yeah.
So lucky you didn't make
It'll be like UC San Diego versus somebody we don't know. Yeah. UC Irvine. Yeah, there we
You're so
go.
lucky you didn't make it to the
Furman's. But real talk, I think we're in the middle of the run right now. I think that typical Louisville run that you see game in and game out, where we kind of break the game open, or last night we made the comeback. I think we're in the middle of that right now. So I'm kind of fingers crossed on that. I don't want to speak it into put an X on it, but that's what I see.
And this is a 12-minute TV timeout right now, right? So if Clemson makes a run, it's either now or the 8-minute TV timeout.
Yeah, that segment. Correct. Mario's like, this TV timeout feels like it's 12 minutes.
Hey, by the way, hey Mario, football TV timeouts are like 2 years,
10 years,
and 4 kidneys.
Yeah.
And I only have 2. Oh man, no, I know. Because I remember when we would have classes together between you or Montreal Jones or any of the guys on football, Preston Smith, shout out to all those guys, and even Mike Bush. But you guys were like, after you guys would play, especially the Thursday night games, if y'all made it to class, y'all be on campus. I was just inching across, like you was crawling across the mud.
You wish you had online classes.
I wish.
Yeah,
I did.
I would imagine so, man.
Man, we didn't have online classes, and somebody was checking your class.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
that was real. If you weren't in class on time, Scotty Davenport, shout out to Coach Davenport, congratulations on retirement. He'd have you run at 6 a.m.
When Scotty, from the stories that Marcus tells on air, Scotty was pretty much the tie up the loose ends guy, the check on you guy. Is that correct? Or?
Well, I mean, that was when Marcus played for Denny. So like, I got Scotty 2.0.
Okay.
I got Scotty. He lost a bunch of weight. Was under Rick.
Yeah, because Rick.
Rick said, "I'm not gonna have any chubby coaches."
Yeah,
no shot. Yeah.
But I tell you what, man, like. Coach Davenport's one of the most connected people I've ever met in my life. Like, we would have horse trainers come to the gym and work out.
Yeah.
So like, we're at practice, and like, you could just name a horse trainer.
Bob Baffert.
He's the only one. He's a blue guy. We don't talk about him. We don't talk about him. He's a blue guy. But like anybody else, they're in the gym. So like, it was just so great to be connected to that group of people because they were right there and they're like, oh, I got to
attending practices or they're actually working out?
Like Dallas Stewart would come to practice and be like, hey, Fred Heenan, I got plantar fasciitis. And Fred would do ultrasound on Dallas Stewart's like foot.
All right, we got Shefflin.
Fred Heenan, first Fred
All right,
shot at us.
Corey, we got 3 points, man.
That was a that guy. He's no one.
Neon shoes.
They're running Terrence as the point, guys. This is.
There we go.
2-0. Here we go.
Right.
We're going to the free throw line.
Like at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, we got some
Oh,
blood.
goodness.
He has a slight skin.
He has a boo-boo.
I thought they were just showing vibes.
He's got to come out. He's got blood, man.
No audio
Nice
right now.
shot, thank you.
Somebody take him out of the game. He's got blood on his knee. That is a basketball foul.
10 and 10.
Here we go, guys.
Subtle, got into subtle.
Come on.
All right.
Oh, Corey. My mortgage is going to be paid for a month.
I think he's going to get you more than 2. Honestly.
Too bad we don't have like
There
a
you go.
better.
There you go.
Yeah.
There
Real
you go,
talk.
Jacob. Gotta get the
Why is
blood.
Gotta get the blood, man.
This
Get
could
him
be
out
a
of there.
legitimate thing, but why is his left
Call
leg so
HR.
large?
That's that's how it goes.
Hey, you can't say
Of course
that.
they blocked the right leg.
You can't say that.
No, I'm just like, does he have an injury where he's swollen? Is what I was trying to get to. Like I wasn't trying to be.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay, just making sure. I was like, crud. I did it. I
call
finally said
fat?
something messed up.
You fat shaming him?
I mean,
Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm saying his left leg looks
We're
swollen.
cussing, we're fat shaming.
Yeah, that's fine. We're doing it all.
He's got the cast
We're
of
talking
somebody
about-
that used to be 300.
We're zooming in on the coach's tone. Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah, it's all-
Hey, we're gonna bring in a body language analyst next.
There we go! One more point! One more point!
One more point.
For mortgage.
All right, for Morgan. Yeah.
I'm sitting here going,
Yeah, Jacob set a precedence that's not going to be.
Jacob, you better come
upheld.
off on the next free throw.
Hey, look, man.
Yeah.
Feel like he's
Let's just run it up.
Sometimes you just appreciate a good move.
Here we go. Here you got a double there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pull.
He's gonna get you 2 more free throws. I'm telling
But I
you.
want
See, you need him to go attack the paint with his
will.
sticky
Right.
pivot
I
foot,
think
man.
Before he wants the emotional.
He keeps doing that, Terrence. That's kind of driving me nuts.
Hadley will do it.
It's going right back to him.
Chuck is back on the floor. I didn't
We're
notice.
gonna do this bully ball, he's gonna dribble it off his knee.
That's
Whoa! Oh wow.
Okay. I mean, you're not wrong there, Corey.
Does it every single time. I love
Good
it.
help.
All right, Chucky, calm down though.
I didn't expect that. That was.
It's,
Wow, there we go. Is that a pocket? Oh, all right, ref.
Wow.
Ref, chill.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of a ref show thing.
I don't.
Terrence should go to the
Sorry,
line.
Terrence.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I mean, everything is worth a discussion. So don't worry about that.
And I think it was.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
When they
But let's
Yeah.
let's talk about something that's really fascinating about this. Clemson had 33 points at halftime.
Yeah.
The defense has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
5 points in the first 10 minutes of the second half.
Wow.
That's-
Yeah.
And
Who's been on
Chucky
Sheffield?
is
Who's been guarding Sheffield?
Javon
No,
Hadley.
you know what? He's got all their. I think Clemson had 27. I think Louisville had 32.
What do you think the conversation in the locker room was?
I think
If they're
Clemson
gonna
has
let us-
9.
If they're going to let us go,
About that free
let's
throw
go.
shooting.
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
And the referees are tightened up right now. I mean, it's
Yeah, the ACLs have gone away, and the James Starks made 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob.
Sorry. I thought at first it was Terrence Edwards shooting free throws and got
You guys need
excited.
to not pay attention to what he's doing.
Yeah, you know,
He's on the line.
Clemson fans are just displeased with
Chucky
everything that's
did
happening right now.
Well, his legs are
They're
on.
throwing $2 bills everywhere.
Shut
Let's
the-
go! Let's go! Another Javon Hadley game.
$2 bills everywhere.
Yeah, just throwing them everywhere like it's a strip club, man. What do you mean?
All right. All of a sudden, it's gotten a little.
Yeah.
yeah. But we talked about this. We said they're gonna make.
Oh! I love it! Let's go! Vincent Coco has been activated.
What's going on?
Oh my God!
They're quietly making a run right now.
I think
No!
I think Clemson's tired. I think that's.
Look at Purple making the call on the sideline. Did you see that?
You do that crackback in a football game that's 15 yards. Get out of the way.
Calm down.
Calm that. Yeah.
I don't know what
foul.
Don't
Love
foul.
zooming in on that dude. Like, I haven't seen any Pat Kelsey.
No, that's
Where are
weak.
his close-ups?
Why'd you call that? I don't think
Who's
that's
that
a
on?
foul.
There we go.
That's not a foul, in my opinion.
Which on who?
I don't even know.
That's on Hadley, if I'm not mistaken. Or Scott, I believe.
Scott.
Yeah, he brought his arms down a lot. A lot of body
Still
there.
same 3 people?
And plus, it's like a good breakup. Like, oh, this is a good one to call.
Right.
That's one thing we would teach kids. If your arms come down, it's an easy call for the
It's not one of those things, and maybe it wasn't, but it looked bad.
Yeah.
Well, and also, how hard is it to truly like take contact and keep your hands up, right? Like the natural inclination is when you get that in your chest to bring your arms down.
So,
There we go.
so I'm glad you said that. To your point, that's why you don't play behind.
Right, right.
So you got to get him off the block. You saw where he caught that ball.
Yeah.
There's no defense for that. You're dead in the water. You're a fish with one fin. You're a Finding Nemo.
Right. Don't touch the butt.
Yeah.
James Scott,
Right.
4 fouls.
Hopefully you find the jet stream.
Okay.
See you later. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have Scott out there. But also, the thing, with lock-in is a little bit of a different beast, but I feel really confident that Hadley can guard Shefflin.
I like Traore out there too to spell it.
Yeah. Traore and Hadley can guard 1 through 5. You know, Traore more 1 through 4, but they present so much versatility for what you can do defensively between those two.
Let's go, Noah! What a pass right there, man.
What a run he's on right
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like he has a Luke Hancock type march.
Yeah.
Like in his capability.
it's the loudest 8
Yeah.
points
Yeah.
scored in America.
Postseason
you know?
tournament, NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
See, I don't like that play. Somebody's got to come over and dig.
Right.
Come
Here
on.
we go. To the grave.
Clemson's tired, man.
Oh.
There it
New
is.
York Noah. And one. Oh.
All right, I'm ready to bet his props next game.
Yeah.
I don't think
They'll give them to you.
Yeah, I'm saying
They'll give them to you.
Available.
I've been looking for him.
Luke was kind of similar.
And
like
at home, he started off very
Yeah.
strong at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
DraftKings
After
will
the
have
thumb
like
surgery,
3 guys.
obviously it's hard to shoot when you have the thumb cut on, but like if he can pick back up to where he started, we could be something really
It's
dangerous.
amazing.
I don't know if we're
I think there's something to be said
Oh!
about being 6'11" and being able to shoot like that. But
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know.
She's been doing it, yeah. I mean,
If it's injury, I don't know if it's competition, but you can just tell the
consistently
confidence is
yelling,
not
so-
there. He shot 50% last year. You know what I mean?
like how you
Like,
made that
Yep.
work.
it's a
Yeah.
great 3-point shooter.
Yes.
There's something confidence-wise that's just not clicking this year. Did you? I mean, you see
Yeah, that
the
was
shot right
awful.
there. Like it's just,
That was me.
it's not natural.
Me and Alan take responsibility.
We didn't do L's.
Yeah.
Could be the thumb. Could be the
Boys keep
ankle.
shrinking on the sideline.
Could be the baggy undershirt. I still don't understand the
He said the
undershirt
baggy
game.
You gotta
undershirt.
think, Jacob, that whole time he must be.
Ooh.
That's a foul.
Yeah,
That's a foul.
Thank you. Thank you.
Easy call.
Jacob, that whole time he
Yeah, what you got to say? What you got to say?
Here we go.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Could
it.
have
Tee 'em
walked in and it's
Right. Yeah. I mean, when your thumb can't, you can't.
Hey, you know what's funny though? When people talk smack, like the people from our town, like when we're running it. Like I tell people all the time, you forget where Muhammad Ali's from. Like that's a real thing. Like the little home of the whip, baby. Like you don't have to listen to a little bit of something.
Stuff like this, like
that's-
if I'm at home, I'm up in front of the TV yelling at whatever his name is right here. Not right
Oh,
now.
I don't like number 0. I don't like him one bit.
So now, right now, and then before the next TV timeout and coming out of it, you gotta attack the rim.
Yes.
Because the referees are gonna say, hey, we want to control the game.
8 minutes, 1 point.
Right.
I think we got it, man. I feel confident.
Got it.
Oh,
So
he's letting him talk to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Lock in.
I wonder if they're going to
Why
go
don't you
back.
lock in.
Yeah.
I mean, in your opinion, is this worth calling anything?
Like you mean like no, but you just gotta. There's a such thing as optics.
Right.
So like, if this game turns out in Louisville's favor,
Mm-hmm.
and they take over the game, a referee's gonna, a signer's gonna say, what could you have done differently? How come you didn't go to the camera? See
Right.
why he responded that way.
Right.
So that's just like, just like any other job, CYA,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta cover your, you know what. So
Yeah.
that's just pretty much what that is right there.
Assignment. Cover your assignment.
Yeah.
Your ass.
Hey, see, look, I took a page out of your book.
Right. Yeah. Look,
But no, I'm proud of what we're doing right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's been great.
I think we're wearing Clemson down. I think it's happening in real time.
Hey,
If you watch the way they
drink the French.
the way their
Yes.
first shots are going up, they're all flat. Their bodies kind of get more horizontal.
No,
They're not going, straight up.
hang out all
Going
summer
through all their
barbecue
progressions
mildew.
and everything. They're just trying to get to the rack,
Barbecue
trying to
mildew.
get fouled. That's
Yeah.
just lazy offense.
Yeah.
Now this break may help them. They may switch some things up, bring some guys in, but that's what I see. I think we're wearing them down. I think it's working, and it'll show up on the rebounds.
Yes.
If we start grabbing more rebounds, that's when we know.
Well, and the first time Louisville played Clemson, one of the big reasons I think they won that game is they took Chase Hunter out of his element as a scorer, and he got going early, and I think he had foul trouble, or Louisville either made some adjustments, whatever it was. Tonight it's the same thing. He's only got 6-7 points,
He opened
3
game
fouls.
strong.
He is a 6-year guard, 5th-year guard. He is the heartbeat of this Clemson team,
Yes.
and it'd be like for you, Mario, cutting Brian off the head, taking Brian out of the game, right? It'd be, for you all, it would be taking out Taekwon or whatever the case is, right? So if you cut the head of the beast off, which as the point guard, he's the extension of Brad Brown on the floor. You ultimately kind of take them out of their game, and I think honestly that's the big thing tonight. They've taken them out of their game again, the same way they did back in when they played the first time.
Facts. Yeah.
It's the same type of element. Louisville just has, and there's still plenty of time, but I feel like Pat Kelsey just understands what Clemson is doing.
Right.
I think he's done a great job of just scouting this team.
Well, to your point, right now the 3-point line is 15 to 6, and the free throw line is 10 to 3. So you got +7 on the free throw line, and then right there you got what was that 15 to 6. So I mean, like they're doing a good job of winning the 3-point line, which is really changing the game for them.
Yeah.
Clemson also just isn't actually good.
No, I mean honestly,
Look at that right there.
they are, but they're not.
Players
Like Clemson has
2 of those guys.
the last couple of years between Hunter Tyson and PJ Hall and Shefflin.
Time out, man. You
Brad Brown
see
has
how
done a
much
great job.
bling this kid has on the bench? Mario, what were we doing? We were born too soon. We were born too soon.
I could see you showing up to the game with like a Super Mario chain, like yeah, man.
I would have had a chain. I would have had some diamonds in the ear.
Really?
My watch would have been icy. I like to be low profile, Mario. You
Gotta do
know.
this.
But man,
Gotta do this thing.
Not with NIL, right?
man,
Shout out to the 502 circle.
man.
I like. Does anybody see the?
He's on the bench with looking like a rapper.
I believe this is real.
We were born too
She
soon.
wasn't looking, and she didn't have her L's up.
Somebody else set standard. Y'all did a great job.
Please don't blame them.
I think we have to at this point.
All right, here we go. 13-point lead. There's wow. All right, you got to make sure you don't let him get going here. You still got plenty of time if you're Clemson to get back into this game.
It's time.
Chase Hunter only 9 points.
4 of 11 shooting.
Honestly, let's get one more point.
Late game. Yeah.
If he has to, though,
Yeah.
you know.
Here you go. Come on, Javon.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh man,
Let's
let's keep
go.
that pivot.
Let's
You know where to go.
You know, this,
Back.
this is going up. This is going up.
Here it is.
This going
Here
up.
it
This
is.
is going up.
I dare you.
Oh, we are so invested. Plus 7,000 parlay for Corey back in the pack.
Oh,
Air ball.
There you go. Run out.
Here we go.
K9.
Pass it.
Hey.
He had Terrence.
Oh, man.
Dude, he's got some Terrence Williams in us.
He likes to dunk the ball.
Honestly,
When I watch Bruce play.
this is gonna sound
Yeah.
crazy, and nobody's gonna say this, but talent-wise, he's the best pro they have
Yes.
on potential.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Upside. Yeah.
If he can stay here and we can keep hold of him,
Yes.
I think he'll be one of the best players.
You say
ever.
here goes.
He got a mismatch. He got the mismatch right here.
Here we go. Oh.
You showing me that?
Yes.
Splash Mountain.
Oh.
I love
So you say Terrence Williams. I say more Montrezl Harrell. Like that, like Bruce. In terms of the development right now,
Okay.
like it's Montrezl Harrell.
I can understand that.
Like,
But you know, I feel like you both are right.
Right. Because he's got that
call it
bounce and
that.
that twitch that Terrence had.
Right.
Straight up.
But like
when he moves, it's just a little.
Terrence's
quicker than
freshman
everybody
year was like the Rutgers dunk, like the
No, you're
dunks
right.
where it was just like
Trez
one
was known for his
game,
dunks
right?
his freshman
It was the
year.
same with Trez, right? But Trez came on and impacted the game so much more late
Yep.
in that
True.
freshman year.
But you know, like they came in under different circumstances.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
You
And
know,
Trez definitely wasn't shooting a three.
Trez got to
Bruce
lean
will
in.
shoot a three.
Trez got to lean in and watch Shane Mahan work, and then took a page out of his notebook.
Yeah.
You know, T. Will was a different cat. Like, and a lot of people don't know this. You know what? The reason why T. Will played basketball in the first place is he got a concussion. You guys remember a guy that played at USC, played for the Cincinnati Bengals by the name of Taylor Mays.
Taylor Mays.
Taylor
Dude
Mays.
was built like a god. Like,
Taylor Mays knocked T. Will out and gave him a concussion. So he went into the gym one day, and he was in Timberland boots and jeans and a hoodie, and he did a windmill. And the basketball coach said maybe you should play basketball. So he decided to put down the football. He decided to put down the football pads. And
Well, it makes sense that his son was a 4-star recruit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could get 10 inches off the ground in Tim's.
I've never seen anybody in this world that's more athletic than him.
Yep.
Like just naturally.
I agree.
He what he would do in the weight room, and he was a guy that really wasn't a weight room guy. What he would do naturally is one of the scariest things I've ever seen.
Swing.
He
made it look easy.
Very much so.
My favorite T. Will story was when he was a rookie with the Nets and had like behavior issues with the team, and he was late, he was whatever. They said, "Look, man, we're gonna send you to the G League as a punishment."
Avery Johnson
dropped 3 triple doubles in a row. Got a 50-point triple double in the G League, and they had to call him back up. Like that's Terrence Williams to a T.
You know what he averaged?
I mean, it was just stupid.
He averaged in the G League. He averaged 27, 14, and 11. like 36 minutes.
Is that Hunter?
No, okay.
There it is. It's all unlocking, man.
Is Fat going to the line?
No.
And for all the people that are out there gambling right now,
Yeah.
Creighton just beat UConn by 9.
Wow.
Oh,
Big.
interesting.
Who did?
Creighton beat UConn by 9.
Which sets up what? A Rick Pitino, Big East championship.
More than likely. Yes.
I mean, they beat Marquette tonight.
Yeah.
UConn's out.
They were down 6, yeah.
Hey, Creighton's good.
Creighton is good, but they're missing Pop Isaacs.
He's got Hurley's number.
They have bounced back. Yeah, but look,
But you know,
What up?
guys,
1,000 career points. Did you see
it's Rick Pitino Final Four
Oh,
is
Devon has some
happening
points.
again.
That's awesome. Isn't somebody, am I crazy or somebody close to 2,000 on this team?
Noah Waterman hit his the senior night, right?
Yeah, 1,000, yeah.
1,000, yeah. 2,000 would be.
I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe
Chucky only averaged like 8-9 points a game at Wisconsin, so I don't know. He was
Can we
not
point
a
out? Can we
scorer.
point out something that's been really great for us because of what Edwards has been able to do?
Oof.
This game? You've been able to give Chucky a little more rest than normal off the ball.
Yes. They can set up their pressure.
For tomorrow's game, if
Right.
you get if you're able to get there.
Right, there's layers of this.
We're
right?
trending
Like,
that way, but yes. So
I gotta hold you accountable. He averaged 21, 5.5, and 6.5.
for the 3-game stretch that he got called
Okay,
back. No, but he,
that number
no,
is so specific.
No.
We're gonna have to check it. I'm like, hold on, what?
So for that stretch when they sent him down for behavior,
Okay.
because he was mad.
Yeah, it said he played 3 games for 1 year and then like 24 games the next year.
Yeah. So those three games they sent him down, he averaged
Gotcha.
27, 14,
Went
and
crazy.
11. Yeah.
Okay.
That was like, y'all know I'm not supposed
I
to
was
be
like,
here.
how does he know that?
Yeah.
20,
'Cause, you know, and the reason why I know that is, shout out to Jerry Smith. Jerry was in Springfield with T. Will. So that's what
Thank you.
At the same time?
Yeah,
I was like,
because Jerry got called
I
up.
need to make sure it's actual
Because
juju.
Jerry Smith got called up by the Nets that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, Al. I don't think I'm
Look at this stat line.
I know.
I'm like, if she wasn't doing it, it doesn't matter.
All right,
It doesn't matter.
we got you.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Alan, did you end up taking Javon at 20 plus?
Yes.
20
Well,
plus
he's at
points.
16.
Plus 700.
Yeah, it was like plus something.
At what, at half or?
No,
No,
before the game.
And
We
I
gotta
gotta
get this fantasy sponsored by a gambling service. Like, we
Yeah.
gotta get
We're gonna.
Wow.
No!
But that, hey, but forget all that. Forget all that. Hey, I love that. I love that because hey, they let him push around and extend. It should have been an offensive foul. So guess what? If you're not gonna call that,
Right.
if I'm gonna allow you to push off as an official, you gotta finish.
Yeah.
Because I'm allowing you to play.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, make them, leave it in the player's hands, right? Like
Absolutely. Whose grandpa's got the basketball?
Yeah, man, he's kind of accepted his fate. Like,
Look, you gotta let it go.
wow, there we go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Foul.
Come on.
All right, one more point.
One more.
We're not even running it for
I
Terrence.
drink 6 of those.
He's in the corner.
But you know what though? Like now this is where you slow the game down. This is beautiful right now. This is textbook as it comes right now.
And they did this last possession too.
Look at Terrence. Setting him up. Give me one more point for Corey. One more point for Corey.
Yeah, you got to take him off the balance bond. Yes.
Oh! Let's go!
Got to take him off.
Javon Hadley is Clemson's daddy. That's what I'm going to say tonight, baby. Let's freaking go.
You call him Javon Daddy.
Javon Daddy.
Look at his reaction.
Really?
If that was on Noah,
I think they called it on Hadley.
Yeah.
Noah's got
Look,
four.
man. This is.
So Hadley's got 19.
All right. So
you need a point.
I want to just set the stage here. We have what 5 minutes left?
No,
But-
3:37.
Three. Sorry, not good at math. 3 minutes. Louisville's up by 15, and in his first season, Pat Kelsey would take Louisville to the ACC title. That's something Rick Pitino never did. That's something Chris Mack didn't do.
Something Kenny Payne never did.
You gotta be proud of this. This is this is a coach that's gonna be here for 25 years.
Well, it's not even like, and I'll tell you this, man. Like when I played for Rick, man, when we practiced, they were hard. They were long practices. They were hard. They were physical. But more importantly, we went from the pace that we went from everything was crazy. Right. When I watch Pat Kelsey's practice, the pace is frenetic. It's so quick, but it also matters because of how we play. So like we've seen games this year where we haven't knocked down a ton of jumpers in the first 10 minutes, and then we get going and we're just on a rampage with shooting the ball and scoring. So it's really a testament to what he's done in terms of just like putting everything in place. The most fascinating thing for me is playing for a guy that used to say everything under the sun. Pat Kelsey does not cuss a whole lot.
No.
If ever. So
he says like stinking and freaking and
so coming from a guy, so coming from a guy,
he's a true dad. Johnny Ballgame doesn't like cuss words.
So it's just crazy. Like I went from a very business oriented environment, and you play for Bobby. Like, so you understand, like, those guys are like two of the same.
Complete opposite.
Yeah. So
Vince is like,
I
was talking to Stephen Van Treese, and he went to the Butler game last year. And I said, when you go, I want to see what coach is like. I couldn't make it. I said, I need you to tell me what coach is like in the shoot around. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, like, when we had shoot around when I was in college, we used to get taped up. Like, we was going hard. So Steven was like, man, it's crazy up here. I said, shut up. Send me a video. He's got music in the background, like little babies playing, like drill rap from New York's playing. He's lax. Everybody's calm. I'm like, who is this guy? He goes, parent. I asked him what's going on. He said, got to change with the times.
Yeah.
Or you get left. He said, or you get left behind.
So like 2011, 2012.
Look at him now doing
Pitino.
social media.
Yeah,
When he was at Louisville, social media was a no-go.
Hey,
don't mess with it. He's zero tolerance.
Rick Pitino famously said social media is the cancer of our generation.
And now he's like on TikTok.
It's funny. Like it's funny when it's just so funny. Like every time, and I love Coach, but he always says what he's not going to do, and he does it. I'm never going back to Kentucky. I'm going to go ahead and sign this book. So, like I said, I love Coach to death. I only got one beef with Coach. I think Taekwon Dean's a better shooter than Luke Hancock. That's my only beef.
Yeah.
And if you don't, and I know Luke was only here for 2 years, but I still don't think he's touching Taekwon's record.
I don't think so.
As the all-time shooter ever.
No disrespect.
I think it's just the timing of the natty.
And here's another thing. I don't think Luke played with a great shooter like Taekwon played with. Francisco was a great three-point shooter.
Yeah. Also a better shooter.
And also, like, I know, like, you could say Luke played with Russ. Luke played with Peyton. But Taekwon played with Larry, Francisco.
But Taekwon was
and T-Will and Earl.
Taekwon would play off the ball, curls, like off the screen, floppy, right? But
same thing Luke did.
But the thing is, Luke was more standstill. Luke benefited from Peyton and Russ attacking
Yeah,
downhill.
somebody had to
and
shoot the
sitting
ball.
in the corner.
To
right?
your point, somebody had to shoot the
But
ball.
Taekwon was like more like Rip Hamilton. Like, I'm not standing still, I'm coming off screens, I'm getting the ball.
Yeah.
The way that played out, it looked like
Hey,
a
speaking
late
of the
whistle.
Pistons,
Yeah, it did.
But you're spot on
You know
with
what my
that.
player comp is?
He's got 4 there.
Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey
Billups.
Billups.
That's what Chucky Hepburn reminds me of.
Wow.
Chauncey
Okay.
Billups.
All
He's
right.
a team.
I like
He
that.
That's
has
my
that
praise.
pace. He has that
Yeah.
pace, but
And he's casual with the 3-point. Like, he barely has to jump. He's
the
smooth.
but no, it's
Clutch.
crazy.
And his defense on screens, like, it reminds me of Chauncey Billups.
But the crazy thing about
Sorry,
Chucky
babe.
is
I feel that right now. I feel that.
Chucky plays bigger than he is for me.
Sure.
It's really fast because Chauncey's 6'4".
Yep.
So like with Chucky,
Chucky's not 6'4".
Chucky, what you say?
6'1", 6'2", what is he?
69-ish.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
69.
There he is.
The 69 rule.
It's Billups.
Here we go.
Presley famously points that out every game.
Of course,
That's like-
because it's law of basketball.
Right.
It is
I
factual.
saw somebody
that-
started tracking that.
Yeah,
They say-
it was
I think it was for
PrestonMeyer.com.
Kentucky games specifically, and it was like a 96% win rate.
Ooh.
Second time in a row we went to the
Coffin's corner, right? This is like
Yeah.
grade school basketball right now.
Right.
And
That's
they're forcing him there. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
You want to try to catch the ball above the block.
I need Terrence.
Yeah, you do.
well, I'm starting to get a little worried.
All I
Yeah, what's
We have
going on?
3 minutes. One more
So
point.
close.
I cannot lose on 1 point. Well, I can't. I've done it.
Well, they took your cash out.
Hey, listen, I already split that money. My mortgage is on you.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I'm playing. I'm giving you money.
Right.
Hey, for those that are counting, if you are, I got them at 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
The Tide are up 90-65.
Whoa, oh my gosh, look at that.
So
Let's go.
Whoa.
Shout out to the Tide.
they are covering for your boy
Let's
right
go.
now. It's a beautiful thing.
Roll Tide.
Or as I like to say, it's a great night in America.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Roll Tide, baby.
Roll Tide.
Love that.
Mm.
Producer Neil, any comments?
One thing that I really like that they're doing tonight is they have very attentive hands on offense. They're not getting the ball hacked away as soon as they're catching it
Yeah.
instead of driving before they got the ball. And the movement of the bigs, the spacing has just been so much better tonight than it was last night or the game before. They're not getting in each other's way. They're not doing like 1-foot passes to each other like they were doing yesterday. First 4 minutes had me worried because they were doing both of those things.
Right.
Man, it's night and day.
Producer, dude,
Couldn't agree more.
this guy,
Great analysis.
this guy is just has the goated takes, but
Ball knower.
I want to give like a shout out to the Floyd Straight team because
Yes.
this has been
everybody
fantastic.
knows Sydney, everybody knows Paige, everybody knows Dan, but
That's
shout
right.
out to Dom, shout out to Justin, shout out to Neil, like the
Zach.
the team, shout out to Zach, camera Zach now, on camera Zach, like, my man's out here on camera with the,
Yes,
I'm so here for it.
So I love the Zach Elam story. If you guys didn't see this, he's the guy that started doing some man on the street type of videos for Floyd Street. He interviewed a guy who was awesome as they're walking into the game.
Like walking into the game, yeah.
So this guy's giving the greatest takes on Louisville versus Stanford. Ends it with we just got to win by 1, whatever. Turns out it's Pat Kelsey's high school coach. And so I texted him today. I was like, "Did you know that you were interviewing Pat Kelsey's high school coach?" Because I saw Sydney's not from here, right? So she before the game she interviewed Steve Rummage. And,
I had no idea.
She's just who's this just goober walking down the street, walking down Main Street?
But talk about pause there.
Yeah.
You know Steve's in the media. He's in the business. He's in the game.
Right.
He's gonna walk up and do an interview.
Right.
He walked in, he asked the camera, me?
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
yeah.
I was like, okay.
He's silly for that. I love it.
do
I
it.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
they fouled him to the ground. They pulled him to the
There's
ground.
your 2 free throws coming.
Did they foul
Right
him?
here.
That's
What they
Clemson
call?
ball.
They fouled.
Did it Clemson ball?
Oh, no.
So hey, two things right now. Can we close? Can
Yeah.
you close?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they took away your cash out option.
Not yet. A lot of
I
times.
hadn't even been in the game until recently. I feel
We just need one more
He's been there,
point.
he's not doing anything.
That's a nice play.
That's a great
Good
play right
screen.
there.
Yeah, good screen. You
Hunter,
can't- hey,
that's a foul.
okay, that's a foul. Yeah,
I think
that's
Chase
a
Hunter
foul.
deserves
That's a
that.
That's
foul.
fatigue.
That's 5 on him, right? Locking? That's 5.
Oh, well, here's your chance to get yours out.
If that ball doesn't go high off the glass right there, that's fatigue showing its face.
Very much so.
There you go, Jacob. You're
Trying to
right.
finish on the other side of the rim.
Ball
Right,
knower.
and then it just comes
Ball
off.
knower, man.
You know, everything we got in that wrist.
Ball knower.
Mario, how do you guys handle, as a high level athlete, how do you handle the pressure of success? Right now, Louisville's up 13, but it looks kind of like, we saw the end of the Kentucky game last night for those vampires that were up last night, right? Like, when you are up, when you have a substantial lead towards the end of the game and you're trying to close, what's the mindset? What are we talking about in the huddle?
It's one play at a time, I mean, the game's not over until it's officially over. And in basketball, I mean, you can make up a deficit of 15 points in no time.
Quick.
3 minutes is forever.
I'm sorry, we forgot the L's.
Well, that's one of what?
Keep going, Mario. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, but you can make up that point deficit in basketball, especially
Yes.
3 minutes. So you still gotta stay focused. One stop at a time. Keep scoring. Stick to the game plan.
Hey, let me ask you this.
That Trey
See,
Orton.
why I love basketball? Because even though I'm an LA guy, I can play basketball outside in December in LA. I can't do it
This woman is on these raps.
Yeah.
But,
She is on them.
Accountable.
She said,
That's a
I'm
foul. That was a foul. That was
Foul.
Trey
Yeah.
Orton. That was Trey
Let
Orton.
me ask you this though, like,
That's
do the
hotel, right?
elements come into play? And the reason why I ask that is because 2 games I think of that were my favorite games ever. The West Virginia game, the blackout game.
Amazing.
It was cold.
It was very
cold. I didn't know.
We were kids watching you do
I didn't know what hand warmers were.
We didn't feel none of that.
And then,
It was straight. It was game time, man. We were locked in. The atmosphere was amazing. Like all that, you black out on everything that's around you.
I'm pretty sure I blacked out.
and then
I was like 22.
I mean, I was like in 5th grade.
Guys.
and then
We're not doing
Jacob, we were in 7th grade that year.
7th grade, okay.
and the other one for me was this one because it was blazing hot that, and it was the weekend because it was one of our biggest recruiting weekends ever. We had Tyreek Evans here,
Don't let him pull up.
and the Miami game,
Oh man.
and on the field it was like 110.
And Louisville.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was like 110 degrees on the field.
That was the same season.
Oh man, those 2 games.
They tried to.
Terrence!
Oh no!
Terrence!
He fouled out. Nose out.
Noah's out.
But they literally intentionally fouled
yeah,
Chucky
this
back
is-
here and didn't call it.
Yeah.
Anybody else see that? You grabbed on it. Because they thought it would be a run out.
Picking and choosing what they're gonna decide to call.
That's Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
No, that's
Let's go with the C.
that's big dog.
It's Clay Thomas. Mario,
They're like, you want to go overseas? Nah, I'm gonna stretch this whole eligibility thing out.
That's Chubby Clay.
Oh my God.
What do y'all call his haircut? What would you call it? I call it like a fro mullet. Like it's
Yeah.
like a little bit of both.
But
I'm not sure.
but you know what though? There's parts in the season you go through where you're like,
I don't even
I
care.
know I need a haircut,
Don't
but
even
like,
care.
between school
Yeah.
and practice,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's just tough money. You just gotta.
You know, whenever you
I
were
can't
in
even go
video,
here, so I don't know. So
They have to
like,
see
I'll
me
take your word
today.
for it.
They have to see me like this.
You know, like, but it'll be like this though. Like, but you know it's bad when a coach will be like, "Hey man, are you okay?"
What is
Let's go!
Back.
You're talking about
Here we go!
Do not miss these.
Hey, you ever have a
Everybody
coach?
put your
You ever have a
dangles
coach ask you if your beard low?
You talking about just off appearance?
I'm talking about I'm just talking about like you're so entrenched in grinding.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? You just embrace your struggle. Your struggle is
Come on.
You're wearing.
All right, we got to do LZ
We're
Rex.
plus
He's gonna
7,000
get you
for
two.
Corey.
Right here, one.
Hold on, be quiet. Here we go.
He's gonna get one more.
Hold on.
Casual. Bang.
You know what? Turn it off.
Corey just leaves.
No, we need to chubby. Who cares who wins this game?
This is a Louisville thing?
He's at the golf simulator for the rest of the.
That's a parlay.
We hit Pebble Beach the 18th. This like all night. This is done.
Corey, I'm gonna pull up my Venmo.
By the way, In terms of games today, I can't believe Texas Tech beat Arizona. I mean, Arizona beat Texas Tech.
Oh, they did.
Because Love Kid hasn't been everything he was in the years past. Really impressed by that. Way to get one out. Really impressed by that.
Texas is tough. They're tough, man. They really are.
All right, so Louisville appears to be headed to the ACC title.
Thank you.
First
Duke,
year,
that scary face.
in Pat Kelsey's
Oh my
tenure.
God.
It's everything we hoped for and more. But now, turning our sights to tomorrow night, when there's still time. I don't want to discount what's left, but
we're getting
Louisville, Duke, ACC
potentially.
title. Potentially, no Cooper
It could
Flag.
still be Clemson.
So what do you do though with, I know bracketology's dumb, but they've got Louisville as a 8-7-6, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
They've got Clemson as a 4, and we've now beat them twice. Does that flip?
It feels like there is a bias against Louisville to where they're going to be a 6 or 7
But we're gonna
unless they
have
win
the exact same
the ACC
record.
title. I agree, and they beat them twice, and they finished now. Clemson beats Kentucky. That's the difference. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Clemson
And they
beats
beat Duke.
Kentucky, and they beat Duke.
It's two layers to that. If we beat Duke, right?
Right, Vince.
I thought
that was pressing for a second.
I'm glad I control my breathing. But I think it's two layers for me. One, do we? If we are we're I feel like we're an 8th or a 7th seed right now. If we beat Duke, you say we deserve a 6
With this win?
But does the committee penalize us because Cooper Flag does not play?
Will the committee?
And the reason why is like I think of that as they're never going to give you what you think
Right.
they're going to give you.
I agree. I think there's truth to that, but I also think that there's an element of Louisville continuing to survive and advance and continuing to prove the doubters wrong. And if you can go to tomorrow night and you're on the biggest stage, like Louisville will be the prime game on ESPN tomorrow night. Who knows? You know,
I think we'll be higher than Clemson, straight up. Higher.
There we go. They should be.
No, we will be. I think it's.
Go, James.
I think that's a great question, but
Put Cole Sherman in.
I think we will leapfrog Clemson after this win. In terms of seeding.
Well, is Mitch Barnhart on the committee? Like
Yeah, that's a good question. Honestly, that's a good question.
That makes a difference.
Honestly, I mean,
We're halfway through March and we've lost one game.
There we
in
go,
2025.
Back to that's what you want right there.
Louisville.
Let's go.
I mean, honestly, like the Georgia Tech game, you go back to that. Louisville should be 19-1, winning 17, 18 in a row. I mean, that game was
21-22.
we did the live stream for that game, and it was ridiculous. Like Louisville just couldn't guard Nate George. It was that simple. They couldn't guard him. He had 35 that game. I mean, that was
that's an anomaly, you know.
Right.
Guys don't do that.
right. And since then, they've won what 8, 9 in a row. They're going to the ACC title. I mean, guys, like this is. I'm not trying to be like hyperbolic or like.
I don't think you are though.
It is incredible the
Well,
turnaround.
Can I say this? And I mean this in the nicest way possible. It will be really dope if they could do this for Junior.
Yeah, I agree, and that's. It's funny. It's funny you say that. I've had a couple of people text me to ask you specifically about that. Because you talk about like the shot yesterday, right? Like just the way that worked out. Chucky gets this tip out to him, and he nails the buzzer beater. Tonight, you take a Clemson team like this, and you essentially kind of again dominate them from start to finish. It appears they're playing for something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, well, you know, we all have lost people in here. Death is a part of life. It is what it is. You got to take the good with the bad. You know, when we were kids, we watched The Lion King, and you know, we've all dealt with some type of loss in our lives. I don't mean to get too serious right now, but Junior passing away was not on the things of an agenda that I ever thought I'd see, because you see great people, you never think they should leave you.
Right.
And the crazy thing about Junior is most guys make their money and they move to Florida.
Right.
That's just what they do.
Right.
If I make some money, my goal is to move to Florida. Like and disappear and fade into the obscurity of life. But this man was at a Boy Scout luncheon when we lost him. And I don't know that I'll ever have a personal relationship with a billionaire ever again in my life.
Right.
I can never say that.
Right. Well, and
then him give me the time of day.
Right.
That I
And
do or don't deserve.
How cool, like for you, right? Like we talked about this on our show. People pass away in the community all the time, and not that discounts anything. But like the comments from Shaq, the comments from Adam Silver, the comments from these folks that are like big time, like national voices. Speaking on Junior, I mean that's got to be to a guy like you who knows him. That's
and I'm not the closest to Junior other than some other guys. I mean, Mario, you know Junior as well. Like, I mean, Junior didn't owe me 10 seconds in his day, but he gave it to me.
Right.
Like I said, from a guy that went from where he went to everything he accomplished, he's the ultimate dream.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the humility that he had is nothing like I've ever seen. And we got to go ahead and close this game out because right now.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little close here. 4 seconds.
Oh my goodness!
Our 4 points, 1 minute left.
What a hustle play from James Scott though.
You got a cramp from Hunter there.
I don't know why this press is giving us so much trouble.
We're intentionally going to the corner every
time.
Well,
every time.
You can't play basketball waiting for the time to run out. You got to finish the game.
Right, you got to take it to them. Here. Exactly right.
It looks like he's cramping a little bit, so I would if he's got to make a play, he's got to earn it.
Look at Lottie.
There you go, Lottie's
invested. Shout out Lottie.
Is it a bad time to mention I bet Louisville to win 3-6?
Sounds like it. Sounds like it.
All right, come on. Oh my gosh.
Come on.
There we go.
This is why I had to put a disclaimer on every bit of the conversation for the last 15 minutes.
Go. Got 4 seconds. There we go. Now they can wait you out. So.
You got the ball in the half court here.
I mean, you're putting this in Chucky's hands, right?
You put pressure on them and you attack the rim because nobody wants to foul at this point in the game because they know what time it is. And if he's got the ball in his hands, he's got to make a play.
And here you go. You want Shefflin on your guards.
One more.
Get rid of it.
Look at him.
And one.
Top of the key.
All right, let's go.
Jump. You better go look at that. Go look at that.
We got possession. We got possession. We got
How can you
possession.
shoot it if it was
We have possession right now.
Right.
We have possession. The shot clock has
How are you able
expired.
to take a shot attempt on a jump ball?
We are in. So 2 things right now. We're in the bonus. The shot clock has expired. They have to foul.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. He shouldn't have put the ball on the deck, in my opinion.
Well,
Right
Terrence is wide open at the top of the key.
Yeah.
That's not a jump ball.
That's a good point. They have to foul it.
No, they don't have to foul. 20 seconds on the shot clock. There we go. We got a timeout.
No, there's no shot clock.
No, wait, yeah, it's good because
because of a jump ball.
because of a jump ball.
Yeah. So
Okay, listen to the officials. Sorry.
they're gonna likely defend for a couple of seconds and then they're gonna foul. Yeah. That's the thing is you got to get the ball in.
And the ball does not have to go to the front court. They can catch the ball in the back court.
So it's about to be in Chucky's hands, basically.
It will be.
Yeah.
They're going to switch everything right now.
Right.
So you're probably going with a 4-out 1-in lineup right now if you're Clemson. So
If Chucky doesn't pull him down right there.
running the ball into your hands is everything right now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like in the last 3 minutes, we've been chit-chatting and just kind of shooting the breeze, but Chase Hunter has really fought Clemson back into this game almost single-handedly.
Tell him to go home.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he clearly missed the memo of Corey's bet.
Him and Clay Thompson with a C.
right.
We had
Exactly.
a 15-point lead, just like Stanford did yesterday.
It's almost just like yesterday. Just like yesterday.
I tell you what, but it's hard to play somebody twice in 6 days.
It is. And we talked about this yesterday on the stream of who had the bigger advantage. I thought Stanford did.
Yeah, because now it's like trial and error.
Right.
You see, you do something at the wall, you see what sticks.
Well, and for Louisville,
in the second game,
what are you
you
looking
little
at as a player there? Aren't you feeling there's got to be some part of you, like, if plan A doesn't work in that game,
right?
I'm demoralized off the bat because they already beat me.
Well, I'll say this, like, Clemson put the ball inside. That's what Stanford did. That's what they decided to do, right? So now it comes down to, can we keep going there? And Shefflin got tired, so we made a run. So now let's see what we do at the end of this game.
Okay.
It's a foul.
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
The shot clock did not.
Oh
Yeah.
boy! All
So
right,
now-
guys, this is crucial.
You have to go. Yeah, no
This
threes.
is
Run them off.
crucial.
Run them off the line. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, there we go, coach.
Last
Yeah.
time I saw him say that was the Georgia Tech game. Just saying.
Don't say that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay, don't
Too
repeat.
late.
No feedback. No feedback.
It's in your cup.
But you're right. You're not wrong.
Hard double
I just
check
wish you
on
wouldn't have said that on camera.
Oh, quit acting stressed. You're looking forward to football season anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, I was waiting for somebody to pan a Dabo or something. Like, clearly he's not there.
Get the ball out of his hands.
All right, they're going.
Yep.
All right, what do we got
Oh,
here?
boy.
PK can drop something.
You
good.
can.
We're gonna draw it up.
If nobody's in foul trouble at this point in the game, it doesn't matter. You switch everything.
Right.
Now with Scott, some people do 1 through 4 switching that, or you switch everything 1 through 5 and then roll the dice. Only problem is if you switch with Scott, I don't like him on the closeout for if somebody gets a 3-point attempt, more than likely the Hunter kid or the young man from Floyd Knobs.
I feel like they're going to Shefflin, looking for the anthem.
Yeah,
I told him the huddle.
Or just the foul.
I mean,
What do you think Coach Kelsey's saying
Yep.
outside that? Because I mean, he's obviously ran through the game plan right now. So what is he telling them to calm
Shefflin-
down, be aggressive?
You almost kind of, in my opinion, I don't mind Shefflin getting the ball because if we're going to switch everything, we got to get him off the block. Make sure he catches it off the block, force him in taking a long two. If he gets in the paint, you're dead in the water.
And I don't think it's it's not a buzzer beater situation, right? Like it could be.
Yeah.
If you get like a loose ball rebound or something, but like we're looking at like max or minimum 6 seconds or so left. So like Louisville will get another chance. Neither one of these teams won overtime. They're both tired. Whoever wins is going to play tomorrow. Both in foul trouble.
If the ball gets tipped up and it's off the backboard, you try to tip it out as far as you can so they don't get another attempt.
You cannot give up a 3.
It'll be
right?
Hunter taking
You gotta,
it to the cup.
you gotta deny it.
I think they want Hunter.
They'll prey on Scheffler to get the rebound.
Yeah, there you go. Look at how far out there behind the ball right
Switching
there.
so they're switching
All
everything.
right, somebody's got to help. There we go.
They're
You got
switching
Trey
everything.
Ore on
So
him.
now you got him off the line. He's got to make that.
Oh! Let's go!
And you called that.
What'd you say earlier? You said you got to get mauled in those situations.
Yeah, you better be alert. Better be alert.
Did
Like,
Now,
was that a foul earlier?
That was here we go.
Who
That was
got it?
complete foreshadowing.
That's a block.
Yeah, I mean that's not.
Let's go!
Now, dude. So now, but here's the thing. Now, here's the thing about this, and like,
Trey Ore.
I know we've talked a lot about the officials, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't call a lot early.
Ooh,
they called
they
a
let them
lot
play
early
right
in the second half.
Yeah.
So now, this time in the game, you're gonna lean.
Oh!
You're gonna lean on what you did in the first half in those first 12 minutes.
Oh my!
Look at this play right here.
Trey Ore with
It's
the
not a
block,
foul.
man. No,
His
well.
extension is the contact, so
Yeah.
he initiated it.
Oh, here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
No foul.
One play, one play.
He's
Run
hitting
him off the
us.
line.
He's
No
hitting
foul.
us, man.
Oh, he's fouled.
I thought he did.
Let's go.
Oh, it's over! Let's go!
We're not out the water yet.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, wait, wait.
Okay.
Let's go!
We want you.
Man! Ladies and gentlemen, Louisville is in the ACC Championship! Let's go for the first time!
Seeking your 5th conference title.
Let's
Different
go!
Yes.
Wow!
Yep.
Wow!
Kentucky got whooped, and we are going to the ACC championship.
Wow! Wow!
Everybody, don't
Yes.
worry.
Wow,
Hey,
man!
and you got your money.
Let's go.
Yeah!
So I
He
mean,
fouled him.
I had Louisville
He
to win by
fouled
3
him.
to 6.
They
I
didn't
agree
call
with
that.
6 points. Really good.
That could have been.
is that a
He
foul?
fouled him.
Is that a foul?
No, Cam Tedford's definitely fouled him.
Jacob, we both said it.
He
Like,
fouled
it
him.
happened live.
He
Yeah.
fouled him. Yeah, that was a foul, and they didn't call it
Yeah.
live.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
I mean, he wrapped him up like almost like on his like mid.
They missed
Key
a
word
lot.
there.
I
They
mean,
didn't call
They
it.
didn't call it. All right, post game now.
Thoughts?
My gosh! All
Um,
right, let's go, Alan.
Okay.
I'm coming to you first.
If we're talking about heading into the game against Duke without Cooper Flagg, this was a. Now, if you asked me 3 minutes ago, I would have said blood in the water. This was a little bit of a, clenching of certain orifices, if you will, down the stretch.
Of the holes.
Yeah, of the whole. Yeah, but I still feel really good about that matchup. We jumped all over them in the first half last game. I don't think you smell blood in the water. I think you have to tighten some things up. That's awesome. Dude,
I love it to have Frank down.
Frank,
Frank is just like the certified
Happy
like.
birthday, Johnny Kelsey.
He understands his role. As
Right.
He's like the mascot on
He
there.
is.
Everybody has a job.
Right.
Everybody
Yeah,
has
that's
a
right,
job.
man.
Right. 25 strong.
Interviewing Terrence.
Dude, Fat looks sick.
Hey, you
Like,
gotta get
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's been that discussion about the
You
team.
push through.
Yeah.
You got it done.
What do you guys think about Duke matchup against Duke?
So I really, we talked about this before the tournament got started. I think Duke right now is obviously really good. They had taken care of North Carolina for 3/4 of that game. They let them get back into it late, but Duke is a team that can defend on the perimeter. They can defend inside. They have scoring. They have athleticism. They have a complete team. It is just a matter, in my opinion, of physicality, showing up, really pushing it to them, because without their heartbeat, it's like if we took out Brian or Harry or you, or, you know, for you guys, it's like if we took out Taekwon, for
I
instance.
thought you were gonna say
right?
me.
Yeah. But you take out the heartbeat of your team, and you gotta figure out a way to adapt to that. And I think Louisville is a team that's gonna really push them physically, mentally, in the game, talent-wise. I just think that in terms of the matchup, it's built for Louisville right now to win.
I agree.
I just think at the end of the day, I like our chances because we don't have to replace 18 points a game and 9 rebounds.
That's right. Right.
So that's the first thing.
And the heartbeat.
And
Right?
shout out to all the real junkies out there that want to watch basketball all night or are gambling because Utah State of Colorado comes on in actually they're already on.
I'm ready for UC
they're
Riverside,
coming on at
UC
12:30.
San Diego.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's like Santa is here for me.
I need the Pop-Tart Bowl is what you're saying.
So for me, like that's just what it is. We can talk about this ad nauseum, but at the end of the day, we don't have to find a way to replace 18 points a game. So now, what do we do with that?
Can we talk about this? Not to steal. I mean, you're doing great, Perrin. But what is this? The no foul called on end of the game.
Jacob and I agree.
When there was contact.
Yeah, and it's also it's like yesterday, the Stanford game. Crispin, the play-by-play, the whole last possession. We didn't hear this live. I watched it this morning. He is yelling, no, the whole time. Louisville is capitalizing in the final moment.
What is
it? It is and that's why we talked about seeding earlier. There is an element, in my opinion. I think Mario mentioned this in terms of are they as our parents 7, 8, 9, 6. There is still this national view of Louisville of what they were and the issues that happened, and they have to overcome that by winning the ACC title. I think. I personally believe that if Louisville loses tomorrow, they'll still be a 7th seed. But if Louisville wins, they could be a 4 seed.
I don't think it will be a 4
I don't think
seed.
it'd be that drastic.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a 4 seed.
I don't see how you can't put it in consideration though.
No, I just don't. And the reason why is, and I don't think we'll get to a 4. If we do, I'll be surprised. The only reason why is because our conference.
That's the conference is a big deal.
But Cooper Flag, if he's out of the game, I don't.
They're gonna discount rules, right?
Maybe a 5.
We're
Which
5. Yeah, with that.
But you're close either way.
Let's say you're Florida and you're a 2 seed.
Like, I don't know.
We thought the year. I'll tell you like this: the year that we got a 4, we thought we were going to be a 2.
Right. I think everybody did.
It's
always like +2.
So like for me, like I always treat my cup half full rather than half empty, and that's what I'm kind of at on it. But at the end of the day, we are in the ACC championship, and it could be worse because we could be, as we watch these North Carolina Duke highlights, we could be Jalen Withers right now.
Right.
We love Jalen Withers.
He did a lot of things for him. We wanted him to reach his potential here, but we wish him nothing but the best as he moves forward his basketball career. But
that game was rough.
But shout out to the Louisville Cardinals for getting things done, and Pat Kelsey had probably the greatest turnaround we've ever seen.
That's
quite some time.
Yes.
You're gonna jump in.
But if you're the committee, okay, and you have Florida, let's say, as a 2 seed, you're really going to make them play the number 12 team in the country in the second round?
Yes, because it's the NCAA tournament, and every team in the tournament is a great team. Always remember that. Our hardest game the year we went to the Final Four my sophomore year, everybody thinks the West Virginia game was hard. We knew who they were. The hardest game we played was the first game. We played Louisiana Lafayette.
Wait, was that Alfred Payton on that team?
No, he wasn't on that team, but he went there. But like every guy that they had on that team, when I played in the G League, which was the D League at the time, or I played overseas, I saw one of those guys on that roster.
Yeah.
Every team I played against, I saw 9 guys off that roster professionally than I saw anybody else.
Yeah.
And so for me, your first game is so difficult.
Yeah.
And and we can make the argument, hell, just to make it local and make it and give it a referencing point. The 6th region and the 7th region for high school here.
Yeah.
J-Town worked their tail off. St. X hasn't lost to a team in the whole state of Kentucky. And they're probably 2 of the better teams in the whole state. And they have to play each other to close out.
Right.
Same premise. When you get to tournament time, everybody's great. Everybody's great.
Yeah, and you look at we're looking at it in front of us. Leads the team in points, rebounds, and assists. Louisville doesn't have to replace that.
Yeah.
Louisville doesn't have to worry about that.
No, I mean,
Louisville can go in and be themselves now. Duke.
Louisville wins by double digits, in my opinion.
Louisville, but Duke feels confident.
Against Duke.
If Louisville's hitting their 3 points, the 3-point shots, I believe definitely we can win by double digits.
And here's
so
another
we've been
thing.
off behind the
That's not been their game the last 2
But
years.
like there was a Javon Hadley game when we played Clemson last, right?
And here's another
No Waterman
thing.
game. The ACC championship, I'm telling you, they're going to prioritize the right players. And I think Waterman's going to be wide open.
Yeah.
I think he's going to hit it. I'm telling you, I think it's going to be the Waterman game.
I just think, looking at this game from a whole,
And he leaves.
they have to replace the guy that's leading the team in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah.
The other side of that is when you look at it for us, time and pace of play. Louisville plays with a great frenetic pace. So now, can Duke do that and not play with their best player?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
and I don't like what their coach did because he kind of does what Calipari used to do all the time in Kentucky. So John Calipari in Kentucky used to always do this whole thing where he would say, "Oh, I don't know how good we're going to be." So if they're really good, he sounds smart. He looks smart. But if they're not really good, he told you the truth.
Yeah, see?
So with John Shire, what he basically did was he took the bullets out the gun for Duke. Oh, we didn't win because our best player wasn't playing. Oh, so I'm going to downplay how much the game really means. So he basically looked at his cup as half full because he knows what time it is anyway. He has to replace 18 points a game against us, and it's the second time they played us.
Yeah.
So now, what does that look like?
Cal used to downplay the conference tournament also.
Yeah.
He used to be like, it's whatever.
You know why? Because I've done so much work now. You guys are going to take all that away from me. Same premise. Same premise.
Well, tomorrow night, Louisville gets number 1 seed Duke.
What time's the game?
8, 9.
It's earlier. 8:30.
8:30. We will be back on Floyd Street Media, I believe here at Studio 4.
This place is fabulous.
I will not be here tomorrow night. I've got to allow the wife her night out. So Pressmeyer will be here. Roman Kelly will be here. We're going to run it back with some of the team here. And look, you win the ACC title and the momentum you get shoots you into next week in a different light.
So you mentioned Roman. This is a good time to bring this up to you.
Yeah.
Ran into Roman at the gas station today.
Was
Also
what?
eating gas station food.
Okay.
So you got
Okay, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
On game day.
Yeah. See? See?
Yeah, getting a 4
Okay,
local.
Time out. What gas station food was he eating?
It looked like it was just 2 sandwiches.
It looked like it?
Yeah.
What kind of sandwich are we talking about? We got to identify.
Like a burger or
Well, yeah, a little fried bologna.
Okay, because we got to identify. Is this somebody that's working hard or they Ted Bundy?
Well, I can't
You're
answer
talking to a
that.
guy that
Oh,
eats a bologna, egg, and cheese from a gas station before every football
Which
game.
gas station though? Like
Five-star.
Okay, that's different.
That is
That's that's 5-star bacon, egg, and cheese is no joke.
It hits bologna, egg, and cheese. Fried bologna, egg, and cheese.
Hey,
That's his thing, yeah.
Fried bologna? Fried bologna
From a
is
gas
different. From a
From a
gas
five-star.
station. Yeah, you can't
From
say
a
that.
5-star.
Yeah, you got
There
it.
is
I'll find my
an
bologna at
element
home.
of-
I don't know.
of giving your
Just
all
trust
to
me.
the
If you
bill.
look at the people cooking, you will understand.
Is that what we're doing now?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
I mean, they don't fuck on.
Yeah.
All right, well,
The woman behind the kitchen is amazing.
So, you know what? I'm not gonna take this anywhere because like people. But
Yeah, we're gonna get
I have so many questions. Like, but I'm gonna keep it clean.
Oh my God.
all right, well, we'll be back tomorrow night. Thank everybody, Mario, Perrin, Corey,
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having
Presley,
Studio
Alan,
4.
Megan, Vince,
Studio 4.
Justin, Studio
Parlor
4,
Pizza
Neil,
4.
Parlor Pizza, Dom, Dan, Mark, Paige, Sydney. We're
Food was
just
great.
everybody name a name at this point.
Dom.
Thank you, Dom. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll be back tomorrow night. Check out the socials, YouTube, Floyd Street Media, State of Louisville. Go Cards. Let's fucking go.
This was a vibe.
Let's go. I got Mario